Father and our God, the giver of all good and perfect gifts, once again you have spared a few of your children to see the breaking of another day, a day that we have never seen before. You have been kind enough, our Father God, to send down an angel to stand by our bedsides throughout the night, kept watch on this old heartbeat of ours and kept our blood running warm in our veins. Then touched us this morning with your finger of love and started us out on another day's journey. My Lord, as we come today, we cannot brag about our goodness. We cannot brag about how righteous we have lived. Yet we cannot complain, my Father God, for thou hast been so good to us. Lord, as we come today, we pray that thou wouldest just lend a listening ear to the prayers of thy servants this morning. Lord, we pray today that you would accept our humble gratitude. Search our deceitful hearts, for we know that somewhere along the way we have engaged in conversations that are not worthy of your children. Somewhere along the way we've gone wrong, we've done wrong, we've gotten out of the pathway of duty. But Lord God, my Master, thou hast said in thy word that if we pray and call upon your holy and righteous name and confess our sin, that you would be just to forgive us. Blot them out today, my Lord. Cast them in yonder sea of forgetfulness, where they'll sink there somehow and dissolve and be washed on out into the seas of infinity, never to rise and trouble your children in this world, nor condemn us at yonder judgment bar. My God, we come this morning, we pray that thou wouldest bless the sick and afflicted everywhere. Walk down the aisles of hospitals and down the hallways of institutions of suffering throughout the land. We pray, my God, that you will somehow lay your hand upon those whose fevers are running high, those who cannot turn over this morning for aching muscles, those, my Father God, whose blood have gone too high and whose hearts are out of rhythm. Lord God, somehow in some way we pray that thou wouldest visit those who are afflicted today. Stand by the bedside of the old folk in rest homes throughout the land today. Let them know that old Christians never die, that they just sleep away in thee. Bless those who are in orphan homes throughout the land. Bless the man on his job this morning who cannot see his way out of his economic condition. Bless the young woman today who rises with a dark cloud of despair hanging over her life. Let her know, my Father God, that all things are possible if she will only believe today. And oh God, when we've done what you told us to do, we pray that we'll hear your welcome voice at the end of this life, saying, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Come on in and enjoy the glories of thy Lord. These and all of the blessings we ask in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
Seni besini sevmem yaram. Seni yaram. Seni besini koyamam yaram. Seni besini koyamam yaram. Obray besini koyamam yaram. Yaram yaram. Endo yaram yaram. Seni besini sevmem yaram. Seni yaram. Seni besini koyamam yaram. Seni besini koyamam yaram. Obray besini koyamam yaram. Yaram yaram yaram. Endo yaram yaram.
Why, WT, why, oh. Why, WT, why, oh. Why, I want to see the motion because I see the sunshine. Why, if I come in fan, I'm a witness, sure. Why,
This is GN Radio UK. Welcome to Monday. This is GN Radio UK.
Yes, clean. Ulwe bacha. That's right. Yeah, Connie ye. Come on. I can't you want bane. Yeah. Clean.
Because I see the sunshine.
Yes, because we see the sunshine.
Why?
A very good morning to you. And I'll pay a Monday, the 13th July 2020. Welcome to GN Radio UK. My name is Dr. Rena. Yes. I don't pay me more kwaba. Yeah. That's right. Tell a friend to tell a friend, said Dr. Rena Tanasi. The social political morning show, the king of the airwaves. This is the place that we talk about the facts and the truth. We need facts now, member. We need truth and so member. We are ready so member. Yes, of course. Mamin chia your man pain and other than quiet kufuado. It's Excellency.
I want to
76 years old.
because I
Still strong and kicking. Hey, Eugene, Eugene Michiao. Oh, boy, Juma. What is Sumo my Ghana? Fantastic young guy. Then when Eugene and Radibia, we have been sending me fees. You better home come. Eh, your man paying another down quick kufuado akasa. Nananso kasadia nen one no. You better go back in and was them. And then some ne gupuno no so doso. E doso you see there. Na just say me wa boafo e be boa me na yetime din sem no. One mo e be boa me e NDC. One mo so e be boa me no so NPP. Eh, you better din come on e we fidie yi so. And unti em fa we fidie no enko ba bia. Fatu ha. Yes, Fatu ha. I'm pass all your pain. What's it the end? What's it the end? Tobo ni entie. Will be my son here one war. Yeah, but see about the deeper. A movie crowd than a citizen. By naturalization. A bimukra wabwe bushiawa. Nancy a cheap party at Ghana. God bless our homeland Ghana. Make our nation great and strong. The positivity of Ghana. The God-given land. The country that everybody talks about. Ghana. Now, what's to say? We feel proud though. Big time. Proud Ghanaian. We are me fear ye. But then Yankupu wasi. Maminka will send on a pay any Benjamin Contobedin come up. We'll be speaking to a young, dynamic entrepreneur, a fashion designer, that gentleman that everybody is talking about. He has done business with Bentley, Maserati, Lincoln, BMW. The name keeps going on. Hey, Ghana, I mean, fast I can see in Chaba, don't one more. One of my hair with Facebook. I was a mutier, I was tuning. Yes, Sans and a YouTube, and then YouTube, the Okoa, and answer with Shen or big screen is about your dao. Claire, GN Radio UK.
Why, WC, why? I want to see the motion because I see the sunshine. Why? If I come in fan, I'm a going show.
Ampa Anukale.
Why gonna me back? If I come in fan, I'm a going show.
Big good morning to my own boss, David Mensah Bisa. Champion, fantastic man. Very, very calm and decisive. A peaceful man. Well, Leonard. Boss, maybe I will be on a pay me shower Amsterdam. That's right. Mamincha, the darling Papa J. The one that the ladies call him Daddy J. Mamincha, the MPP Amo Youth Organizer, Richard Jemfi, Lieutenant for British Army. Sanson Mamincha Sabatu, member of the NDC communication team. And then I'm fan come all the way in Korea. What also a Shagan and when I'm a Korea, a fantastic gentleman. What more a bird you make back. May I tell freak a Korea, dear, my member a South London. When you have to say with your nature, say Ernesto Safuna, maybe you know, a very young man. The MPP chapter London youth organizer. No. And I pay so one tea, I'm a member of the Anaman Kyle. There's a GN Radio UK. When you call a Facebook, I'll be to me. I pay in Sanson, I'll call a YouTube. I'm patch of Modiana. Subscribe it. When you subscribe it, and then you walk at you.
Yeah, I will about
Hey, one more by I mean, can I feel shay? Hey, can you suit? Can you Jamestown become choco? Nah, near the demo, near the Pierre Tashi. That's right, Yanko. I mean, go China, I mean, Yanchi, I can see you. I mean, go to your doctor. One of the other one, a friend of the agenda. I mean, guys, I mean, Michael, Dr. Michael, that was China. When I'm so a Shagana and when I will be mine, sir. And then the Asani Becono. Ghana for bird my DNA she and when yam yabdi won't come up. Monzo Madana man your for my man before mo bogana agree anymore so shame on you. And I pay back on for your morning's motivational message, which we have entitled Do Good for God. What that adwene ho ehunu say ade chie bia ne mu nsensem winim say ade chie bia ne mu nsensem of course ade chie bia ne mu nsensem ana pe nyame adaro ma wada sorry a wutim kwami Mamenka was said the Obayana so better trading and Punyanko say. What done since you every no net said the woman say yes, who's there? You have also a purpose and Tiananko Pomad if chain a chain war. That is idea then what is the purpose? The purpose is to live to the expectation of your dear God. And so this morning, all that you have to tune your mind into is the purpose of doing good. It says good name is better than riches. And so let your purpose for this morning be a seed of doing good. Once you plant a seed, you need to water it. Why don't you do good? Why don't you forget the past? Because after all, the thinking of the past can never change anything if you do not change your mindset into positivity. Let the negative pass away. Why? And so don't waste time mistake be a we about besone and one man in suan kahwa I'm no teeny will mind that's a sawadine because today is also a beautiful day. Be hopeful. Yes, be hopeful. And it's a coronavirus, and we are still hopeful. So the blessings of the Lord that make it rich, that added no sorrow, no. And sana a few way back on the way, you know. Ebeyo ni no e chefa why. Ebeyo me no e chefa ntino when Kai will say yes, of course. And I will say a few way and yes, indeed there is coronavirus, but then we're still hopeful in the Lord that things is going to change, and so we are hopeful.
This is TUNEIN Radio UK.
Oh yeah, what's up, what's the it is a copy na mesewa. Eja no ya say that kawa. Sabripi woman no yeah say that you man. Sabripi was sedexia. And no na mesema wo.
She just turned 60 years. And that is Amy Newman. She turned 60 years. Yes. Married for 40 years and still counting. Very beautiful. When I catch also gospel artist if I were engine. Emmy Newman is a typical example. Married for over 4 decades, 40 years. Beautiful woman, anointed and blessed by God. Auntie, happy belated birthday. When you there retay takrade. Auntie, as some American and Yankupon want to unquanem. Oma wan ho fenem brodo. Oma winning quadrum then quadrum. Because you are an example of who the Proverbs 31 Bible says, a virtuous woman. And she Bekaka for the weather forecast. If you want, I'm a man pain and out of Dankwa, Ekofu Ado, I know Atu Asama, the Kai and Atu Jack. What is woman pain that a year rollins and so they are Simbia to Jack? When also I can assemble a fire generals now will come woman. Now, someone walk on so the execution of a free fire. A free fire was being provocative. We Yerika Sama. A funny face, and so any a Lil Wayne. Woman's woman Tokwan or baby, yeah. Faster down and my trading Ponyan Coupon. Young guys and fantastic guys doing well in the movie industries. The NDC for women's UK and Zwakaza. The National Democratic Congress NDC for my UK and Ireland and Zuomo Akasa. Asembe na wono mo kan asemu a omudi atudwa ne de ne je se emu duru kakra behwe na yedi ho nkomo nso. Of course it asa no yenankupo na adumara kwa. Mami mfanchia we enkoma. Don Atuza. The Donatus. Nothing so and come a birthday boy. Ata. Abrantia pa ata. What about a happy birthday? A fantastic young chap. The ladies love him. The men also adore him. Ata no pay me chow. A happy birthday to you. And our birthday was very fantastic. We observed the protocols of the year COVID-19. And also I met senior friends I was the land I was UK moving. It was very, very healthy conversation. We had a lot of good conversation. Met a former BA United football player, Danny. One in the 90s, nominal BA United. Danny and Anna pay me chow. Yes, and chair you make a for the weather forecast. This
is GN Radio UK.
Betty,
Shannon so say the papers today and so Ebebrewa. I mean, kind of saw there a papers that work room one on so you the Bemawa. The assembly to who was it almost 10 million a year children risk not returning to school. And so Ghana the year co school. A year one more SS for a co school. Your man paying another down quick Kufuado Okasa and Ra. That was between the president and some members of his political party. And on and go for be a Casadema ye or man paying a self isolation. And so then the young man in the one Jina Home and I won't ye in answer still I know ye mapa pay and Jina Home and still I you may create tata no say. San ye a year your man paying that day be a winny baby co prof Minkai ye yaudi eh. And who Jim Crampona one more restic a cranny the you may tata one more. Somehow with the opinions of these things we need to make sure say about any year. Because we tend to make our presidents become workaholics. Oh my Ghana Nangasa pressure will move. Yeah, your chrono pressure will move off. And how do you wound him? Yeah, your chrono pressure gumu. Yeah, pressure wa Ghana. Jack. Would you be a friend is a leader be crowd sorry. Leading the crowd pressure will be Yanwa Nanka Pese or Man Penini. Konakobusa John Dramani Mama, former president, His Excellency non country. And they will buy out if you were fresh. Your status here could December, I was a pressure and was our Tony Subi. The Kalani Cray assessor. Yes, that's your quiet election about to Mukran a man paying another than quick fun or no crisis in the colors to cry as a pressure from left to right center will be out in the pressure be good because the institutions are not working. The institutions are not working. And so your foul so your leader no be out in the how Baba swell. We are a country, we don't allow the institutions to work. And ran Komobia Didi or baby. Now you pay back who can say Charlie Ghana crony dear hey, we near here cleansing pa ubia. Yes, of course, dear sir. Cricketting. And Shammy weather forecast be mao. With the Yabu Tremame. I mean, Chia Emnianamo Italy. Alaji Kola Fia. Coronavirus in tea. Yes, Shadam and Swubua. We are still kicking. And into one to own send the Mfama Unianimo say the show that everyone is talking about, a GNAM show, the facts and the truth. Dr. Manibu Amaka Sembi was see a government did the students' parents wrong by reopening of schools. What do you think? And no any bet you won't come up.
Hey, do it. Come on, Jesus.
Manasi Awuni Swakasa. And they cried there, oh man, paint your flowers to cry when you feel cry, Manasi, I can't want them. And on a Mustafa Hamid, on one so I could be a friend is saying toilet to one water close at the back up. Now I fight and confide in the V8, now would he be annual 21st century. And this is not a grace. We'll be the kind of me out. Don't come and fault me, MPP for me, Pamucho. Yeah, mommy, here I'm going for me weather forecast. I'm in fire, the people's hammer. Let me also tell you that we'll be having a fantastic interview this morning with Benjamin Contour. He is a fashion designer. Acclaimed USA, China, Canada. Just will be at him. London answers are a young chap. Anybody didn't come on. The impact of COVID-19 on businesses. We also be looking at his business, how he started, all about it. How he ended up, having companies like working with companies like Bentley, BMW, Lincoln Navigator, Lincoln, and also Maserati. Now what is Rollins was like I said 2016 on 1 2 and ba mind easy. What two man one chocho mucho ne we. Love Rollins. Charlie love him. Oh, this is crowd or Danny Afro man, Junior Jesus, who unity just a COVID-19 call. I say I voted for Cornelius in 2016 polls. I had Chairman Rollins as okay you. Baby I do. Yeah, I don't want to much when I don't go to my body, mama. Oh, guys were A. Oh, guys were A. Oh, guys were A. And into 2020, over to my way. I'm paying around the Danko Kufuado, and now you deny his so Eddie has maybe PA. A video be a better or man paying the hair. Communicators, more yam money at Tramonin. MPP and yes, I found in what they more quite. Mon can your my aye, the munja is a more ye gender and more attacking your man than I can say. I mean, Chami, many part of Big Joe helping me this morning to run the show smoothly. Producer Kum, drive time, DJ. Ja Kumpe win up at the end.
They say one crown now. Better woman in ya.
Okay, let's do some short businesses. And then when we come, I just bring you the weather forecast. And I pay unique financial protections. I mean, Kyle would say the coronavirus is teaching us a very important and painful lesson. From major health concerns to economic meltdowns, everything is in turmoil. So there has never been a better time to insure yourself and your family. It says that for protecting your income and mortgage insurance and life insurance, we have got it all. It says you are with unique financial protection and you are in safe hands. Now you can sleep a bit easier knowing if the worst should happen, your family, your properties, and your income is safe, protected. At Unique Financial Protection, we pride ourselves in our free, no obligation advice before recommending any insurance. And we would like to insure you at your own budget. So it says that get in touch now for your children and loved ones. Call these numbers 07860-963-2323 223. Sorry, let me take the numbers again. It says that 078 6096 3223.
This is GN Radio UK. This is GN Radio UK.
Hi, everybody. You know, when you're relaxing in your car or at home, the radio station you should be listening to is GN Radio. Keep listening.
This is GN Radio UK.
Indiana pay then a weather forecast no air car. It says that a fine start with sunshine. It will become rather cloudy in the afternoon, although it will should stay largely dry, remaining warm and breezy. Let's just say another pay the Yamiada Roma the whole day, you know, ensure and talk. There's gonna be sunshine. Yet tonight, the spells of showers, showery rain will spread eastward in the evening. I just say, free and a pani, we immediately ensure to the moment on Juno. Showers of rain in Kakranga Krebe. This rain will clear during the second part of the night. Winds will fall gentle. Currently, humidity no 62 degrees and temperature no 16 degrees Celsius. 90. I mean, so hey, Nana, assembly man for air cannon and you mubia abas this year. Yes, MDC for air bono any we are number the MPP for soon. You more monso air bono so the amount nice one pepe any idea and you might oh a Ghana no NDC for Ebony, Emra Omuyi, Nana, Opoku, Jane, Opoku Ajiman, Uomo Efano, Sir running mate, Emma, John Dramani Mahama, and you more energy, Uko Ghana, Uomo, and no idea, to the Nasu Netie. Those boys. One day will be.
This is GN Radio UK.
Showers on the region. Why go down? Could I be faster? And I'm motorbike, but you know go get nowhere. Oh, God, you have way to my bonga. She thought he said, oh, but fair one like you make them big. She went there, oh, large. You say your eye open, but don't know blind. When rain fall, sun never go shine. Boy, never ever undermine. I know be weak, oh, I just be kind. We are them move forward, but say I am bad man, shall we say I am them confused, them don't know what to do, them confused, them don't know what to do again, them confused, them don't know what to do, them confused, them don't know what to do again. Bigger life, we pray, I saw the thing that me no know why some boy leave a fake life.
Yes, this is the song.
Move star.
They says that the MPP them confused.
Back no money.
Them confused so.
Life now good. In I'm
And you mean
getting curious.
this is what people are saying.
No friend.
Hey, no more NDC for any one more to need them confused.
Stay true, no famous.
One see them confusion. I'm a year on my pain and out of Danko Kufuado.
Money go.
You crank a self isolation. You crank a 5 days. Okay, crank to a chat. 4 days and can get to a chat. Nankwa Bakraba a year. Ya bank is here. My year. Ghibli house. I be share you must say.
Whatever goes up.
Want to mean train and unti kura wakasa.
Confuse.
Wa friend the communicators.
Them confuse. Them confuse.
Hey, the campaign team wa shas ya kura no mo kasa.
Confuse. Them don't know what to do. Them confuse.
Yes, Jane Opoku Ajimana aye wama I just say MPP for just wama bo kura this year and you more one more to one year them confused. Is that the case?
You say your eye open, but don't know blind. When rain fall, sun never shine. Boy, never ever undermine.
Big ups to Ata. Big ups to Collins. Yesterday, Charlie, Michelle Mianga Samini Pebitation in Goya State Boy. Abranti Aduno, I hear the Avagas or Yebruniba. Jacka Santini Muapa. Walkas or Capino Crassi. Woman, a color dada or the Abua. Whatever Nam was a cacra. Hey, Collins, stay there. Nice one. Oh, indeed, yesterday I really enjoyed myself. Going out with my younger brother's wife. Me anga some a mini pa. Donatus and so canhua.
The bigger life, we free. I saw that thing.
It was light. It was light. It was lit. It was lit. Then a young boy is not my bottom. Say a umbrella of woman kind of lit.
Free for the name, back no money. In and in pocket, life now good. In I'm late. Seems like I get the carrier shot. And no friend, no friend. Never want help you nowhere. Don't stay true, no famous. You sell out all of your friends, remember. Money come, money go. This life no be coco. The people where you they follow. Where the tax say you be over. Thank you for the ghetto. Now you the beg for one row. I proper this side. Whatever goes up must come down. So them confused. Them don't know what to do. Them confused. Them confused. Them don't know what to do again. Them confused. Them confused. Them don't know what to do. Them confused. Them confused. Them don't know what to do again.
You ever hear the acrophone, sir?
Could I be faster than a motorbike? But you know go get no way. Oh God, you have to my conga. She thought he said, oh, what fair one like you make them big. She mene, oh, lache. You say your eye open, but don't know blind. When rain fall, sun I go shine. Boy, never ever undermine. I know be weak, oh, I just be kind. Hey, we all them move forward, but see how your bad mind left you behind. Them confused. Them confused, them don't know what to do. Them confused, them confused, them don't know what to do again. Them confused, them
What the NDC is saying,
know what to do.
it says that MPP for now are confused.
Them don't know what to do.
And we would dig and see a in the gate. But then Napo, a minister for education, Napoleon, a Prempe Bekasa, Honorable Ebekasa. Obekasa afa any COVID-19 we and what can some for a Professor Jane Nana Opoku Ajiman.
Any clothes?
I don't Jamaica when I just say yes anyway them confused and one a NPP NDC for a body ama a MPP an MPP for said there be yensu yenyum any
Second president we so plan B Ninkofina me ko train plan B and I say me proof any my member my bank pop the way so plan B Ninkofina me ko train plan B and I say me proof any my member my bank pop run it by me car when you drop
And so MPP for to say when so your plan B. Just said them confused or say share. Now when so your plan B. I don't owe any right to these music. It's just for a year. Big ups to Reggie Rockstone, the president, or Sacrum president, and your beautiful wife, daughter to a former president Hillary Mann. Just say and you more the MPP phone so everybody am NDC no NDC airboard them confused no now MPP phone so say now we so cry a plan bang we you know plan bang Dr. Ren we so a plan bang they just say and you more the MPP so airboard NDC no now open so we hear the other political parties and you more over. And you go so on TUNEIN Radio UK. And Simon, the NDC, one more communication officer, and Wajapini was so Bekasa. And so, the NDC, UK and Ireland, the one more Casamafo, Simon, the NDA, Obekasa. Yes, ensure tap on training what you war. And Tiana Simon Becker said, yeah, is very fantastic. But the Mammy Culture was exactly at a year 9:30 we have an interview. Benjamin Kunto between Koma. Benjamin is the founder and CEO of Brush and Sassy Fashion House. He's a global fashion icon. United States of America, Ghana, Japan, China, and UK more. Yeka fashion icons are Nidin Ebatahua. And so, Benjamin, he is the CEO of a Brush and Sassy fashion house. And I tell you, the young man is doing fantastic. And he's raising the image in Ghana very, very high. And I just say he has broken into some of hard grounds to be an anchor for when it comes to the fashion industry. They find it very hard to enter. This young man has really, really breaking into, which is very fantastic. And a company be to say a Bentley, a Mini Cooper, a Coupe, a BMW, a Lincoln, a Maserati, Womunina, and a young money and a Juma. Now they can't say Gucci. A powerhouse names are my boy Bentley. He designs for them. A Lincoln or designing Edema Warner. And this a Lincoln because sometimes the design can come from the young man Benjamin Contour.
or the doctor. We see come on, me see pro, me ginger. Be a bia, me baba, to me book and your friend if ya. So now one, so now Hannah, me boy. We go can off in the Mr. Pimpini, said Jaha. Me money, my last warning. Or you'll be bra. Yes, you got near the pepper or the pot. When you find us a simple job, Minister, why me prepare? Catch your boy, the soon, coffee, koda, F-ya. Wait, so see a plan, babe. Been coffee and I'm a train. And now send me proof, yeah, mommy, but my babe, pump, me say, wait, so see a plan, babe. Been coffee and I'm a train. And now send me proof, yeah, mommy, but my babe, pump, me Reggie, you just F-ya, at the same with bang, and yet, the Kutami and Naya Menudia, you chimu, Pepe, Meneno, why now, Reggie, you just F-ya, at the same with bang, and yet, the Kutami and Nekutawo, if you say you speak chimu, Pepe. Don't quit. Reggie Rockstone, back again. Check it out. Reggie Rockstone, Seiko, President, Chef, Kofi Nakoda, Missy Wunya, Yamu one uniform, Magica, Satroka, Wabadama, Waterbrega, Mikuta, Wakuma Musafwa, Meshu, Guinea Rasta Papa, and I'm in our Faka, Utrana, Kaka, raps, let me sports, let me flex, if you, the steps, let me best, Emma when you should brew, Bonnie Becca, yes, prepping me better you. I like, Tiffany's, my baby, cool, we a Kululu, when I'm here the real two, Mini Pachakwan, Cafe, Bulu, sister, Paco no man, Shami, and no but if it's the same way you do, bien, somebody yet, go to Bonko, that's it, what dream, the breath, and then me know the baby, Tiano, Mefa, or the horse back, may any shady, catch him, 1 minute when you somewhere, and yes, I make a man of a kind, William, baby, and then Emma, and your confusion, Matado, Kitty, I should go, Wakuma Mugo possess so many baby penny, Friday, you baby, it's the plan A, Saturday, plan B, Sunday, plan C, now Monday, so I plan D. If you said what's it, depending, Reggie Rockstone, I dear me tree, Ninipa, Wajasamasia, was said Jimmy, Santini Becca, Plan Bay, and Granny Becca, me, and so Yadeba, F-ya, now it's the same, now it's the same, now wait, so your plan Bay. Been coffee and I'm a train. And now send me proof, yeah, any mammy, but my babe, pump, me say, wait, so your plan, babe. Been coffee and I'm a train. And now send me proof, yeah, any mammy, but my babe, pump, yeah, Reggie Rockstone, or Central President, J.I. Hoya Samba, that must say, word him up, DJ Rap, take it home, baby.
Tear the club up, the club up, now today. T-Blaze, yeah, T-Blaze. Yes, fire in the area, yo, flibby, yeah, we get ya, yo, I'm digging ya, tell your chef, tell mama, tell ya. Feeling it deep, miss feeling it deep, feeling it deep, feeling it deep, feeling it deep, wide, feeling it deep, wide, feeling it deep, yeah, I say feeling it deep, wide, Blaze architect, feeling it deep, Blaze architect, feeling it deep, wide, Blaze architect, feeling it deep, wide, feeling it deep, wide, Blaze, me say feeling it deep, wide,
Welcome to Monday.
I bought Cutter tonight. Whether or not you're fine,
Radio UK.
Shoes in the wine, Abashi, Jimmy D, you pay fine, Marin Fee, all of
Yes, of course.
Shout to what Jim free your mind, Obia Besha old school, when you be a sign, Sammy B, Mati say, you decline.
Into we will try and go straight
My bomb time, I am a head.
and also speak to the CEO of Brush and Sassy Fashion House.
Shaking my mind, your bomb cat say, and the year Valentine. Cutter tonight, got a call Caroline, this dog not chiching me to say what in 10 times. So, what for the say, what why you be your mind? You be kick and be wide, you blow it time. Your Caroline, who this lifeline? Shut the fire, you go baseline. That's on the side, no I'm saying 99. The bright car blazing, we're looking fly. What upside at the same bottom line? Why for the night, baby, trending waistline. Oh yeah, me chicken, so waste the time. Me check who want him, run, yeah, wine. My day, feeling no yeti. feeling in your deep. Me feel it drowsy, me feel it tipsy, me feel it cheeky, bossy. Yo, via Papa Cripsy, your King Solo, via bounce it to say missy. Your Caroline, what's the day, get busy. And then, in the November DC, your Timberland, go down, your Columbia. Pictures of Neps, insane, any Hennessy. You go with friends, so a glance, you go say B. Jimmy D, life in Ghana, and you're easy. Jimmy, Nami DB, Nami Skibby. And yes, I'm a year broke, I know messy. Teddy,
yes, of course.
So one force, you're in your FE, feeling in your deep, miss, see, I try me.
Auntie, my main car will be speaking to the founder and CEO for Brush and Sassy Fashion House. Na wano a global fashion icon. Needing a Benjamin Contour.
Yeah, some can say you in my class. See, Mama see Makusasa.
Namika shows he works with companies to sell Bentley, a Mini, a Coupe, a BMW, Lincoln, and Maserati. Just a brands needed. A dorsal. The brands that he work with is a lot. We call China there, and they coronavirus no. And got to say would to say to say Louis Vuitton and a Gucci and a Prada no. Benjamin Contour's name is also a household name.
My son about me see me be more action. Ace about NT take precaution. See cannibal who hey be your chicken. Wait till my bar me see me be no me Jensen. I mean baby.
NT and a corny and a train come on.
Baby man the engine. Or baby my whoop gossiping. Shani who beat this.
And a COVID-19 how has it impact what's the impact on his business? And I know he has offices in USA, Japan, China. So yes, of course, Yanko. And so the man himself, Benjamin Contour. And he's been working with brands like Bentley, Maserati. Man, the guy is linked. A very fantastic young chap, raising the flag of Ghana high. How come a social science student ended up in a fashion industry? One was born a master's, so I cried and said, "Why additional him?" But then all the same, no, and the CCA, no, said there be over fashion. I'm the Dino Aquaco PP more, and they just say, more than Yana in an adjutant come up. You better now, Yako phone line is
Mr. Chicky, oh yeah boy, yay, Chicky, oh yeah boy, yay. About was some boat, the demons a Ghana, sick of you. Even if I bet you would to me say, yo, yeah, me get there. English and perfect, coaching, will you not ever fancy? So, where are they share? Can I miss yes, no woman, friends with your songs away here. And you can, I've seen my what for your identity. What? Begum, and Mama Mika, Nagana Maya, Moya Sha, the minimum, say you're in a bassa, I want me to cry. Massa, where you would car, a band or your wheel, and you drop the car, and you just also forget. I didn't know must move to what I say, super, a day, yeah, the end of them super bucket. Who are you? So, Missa, the Boko, Tisa, Cosia, Acosia, and what year now on the bed, or hope that Mama from Sepia, me three quiet, number quiet, Nina, one away, maybe one away. Your friend of mine, I saw a like him in 9 betina. Yeah, we shot at 2 o'clock. Or 8 used to say, what call the boy they want to sit at 2. If it's all about
what you need a yama too. What's it? Hello, darling. Hello, and I'll be the embassy and I said, no pee. You want to be a cool. And Kwame Jama Bnan in the Duama. The Canyon no man I do, watching with the summer. The Nimbi will cycle and Nimbi will be my the big Kwan on any Bewoma. And the Komuso Jack, Benimako, who are here will be bound for by your chief. And he find that the Batman and I said, go from Pro.
You be hearing a Kwan Humana so. Near Benjamin, it didn't come out. Benjamin, good morning and welcome to GN Radio UK this morning.
Thank you, Dr. Rayner. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. The pleasure is all mine. For the purpose of those that do not know who Benjamin is the founder and CEO of Brush and Sassy Fashion House. And it's a pleasure having him joining us this morning. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Benjamin, let's see. I know global icon, global fashion icon. You've worked with, you have branches all over the world, mainly United States, Japan, China, Ghana, the UK here as well. Let me know when somebody asks, who is Benjamin, and when did all these fashion ideas began?
Benjamin is a humble Ghanaian, a humble son of Ghana, who at an early age knew what he wanted to do and just pursued his dreams. Yeah,
fantastic. Where do you school? Where did you start schooling? Your school, your background, your education. How is it like?
Junior high school, St. Anthony's in Accra. I did. After that, I went to Prempeh College.
Cheche Kule School.
What was that?
Is it Cheche Kule School? Uncle
yes,
George.
Cheche Kule School. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, so Cheche Kule School, that was a junior high school. Then I went to Prempeh College in Kumasi. So I'm an Amanfo, proud old student Amanfo.
Oh, wow.
Then after that, I went to UCC. And after that, I traveled abroad and did my master's degree in computer security, cryptography and computer security.
Oh, wow.
But yes.
And how come you left this great? This fantastic course, and then you chose fashion.
Okay, so I've always wanted to be two things. Okay, like I said, at an early age, around like SS level, Prempeh College time, I already knew the kind of lifestyle and the kind of career path I want to take. One is fashion, okay, and the other is something in the IT industry. So I pursued both to see which one I'll use at what time, depending on the situation, okay, in my life. Yeah. So I pursued both. So I always have a backup plan. So if fashion doesn't do well for me, I always have a backup plan that I can pursue my course in IT. So I did both.
Whoa!
But I chose the fashion because it's more fulfilling for me. It's more fulfilling for me because even if I had gone into the IT, all right, it'll get to a point in time where I will still want to do my fashion. So either I'll quit or I'll try to do both. But I'm a kind of person who is a perfectionist. So if I want to do something, I do and do it well. So I'll start with one, master it, make sure it works perfectly before I can do other stuff. I don't juggle stuff and I don't take on too many businesses. This is booming, you go do that. This is in vogue, you go do that. I'm not that kind of person. I stay with one thing, I stay on course and I make it happen.
Wow. So how was it like, juggling between, working with, trying to do the fashion, trying to education as well? How was it? How were you able to balance the two?
It was tough. I wouldn't lie to you. It's been a tough thing, but at the end of the day, you have to know why you started and what you want. nothing is easy in this world. Nothing is on the silver platter. If it was easy, then everybody could do it. So the people who have really impacted on this world, who have really achieved things, they had to go through some level of pain, some level of sacrifice, and persistence and consistency.
That's the word, the persistence and consistency.
Yeah, you have to be persistent and consistent. It is not easy. I mean, there's been, hard times, and there's been crazy times, financially, emotionally, spiritually, affect your life, it affect your family, affect everything. But at the end of the day, you need to stay on course. You need to stay on course and keep pushing, keep going until you get to a level where, everybody will say, oh, this guy really meant what he said. This guy really meant what he wanted to do. This guy is really up to something. You see, that's how it works. So it hasn't been easy, juggling my secondary school education, my university education, at the same time starting my brand and pushing it. It's been tough, but at the end of the day, you need to find your balance, Try to find a balance and make it happen.
So at what point of at what age, around what age did you really, started this fashion?
I think around, probably around 14, 15. Yes, I was already doing my thing. I was already sewing T-shirts and making hats and caps and, stuff like that. Wow. Painting, I could paint an artwork. I started doing a canvas thing, like, oil painting and, watercolor painting and stuff like that. I was doing that back in the days, primary school days. Then I took my art onto fabric. Okay, so I would paint something on the fabric. For example, we can just do graffiti on a T-shirt, right? Yeah. Or graffiti on a cap. I was doing that way back in the days. Wow. So my art, I was doing the, drawing anime, cartoon stuff like that. Like back in the days, remember Captain Planet? Those cartoons we used to watch back in the days. I drew them. I wanted to do sketching sneakers and stuff like that. Then I transferred my art, like oil painting, onto a T-shirt. Then I started drawing people on their T-shirt, customizing their names, stuff like that. Then, at a level, I realized that is not what I wanted to do. That was just the beginning. Wow. I realized that I wanted to do a sort of fashion that is more respectable and is worn by everybody. So you see, not everybody who wears that very urban, hip-hop-y kind of outfits, right? Yeah.
And so at that particular age, how did your family take it? Because go to school and you want to do fashion, I'm sure you might have had some face some tough, especially knowing that most Ghanaian parents are very conservative and go and become a lawyer, a doctor, and you want to do fashion. I mean, in Chi we say "Okopama at the pam."
At the pam. And I can't remember doing SS time, prep college time. I wanted to go do visual arts, right? I wanted to do. My dad told me, visual arts, painter now, signboards and society. Because back in the days we didn't have billboards, these digital billboards, digital printing on cars, digital printing on key rings, stuff like that. We're not up to that level. A signboard and also a painter. Back in the days, even if someone had to do a signboard, right? Yeah. Or even print a sign on their shop. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They draw it.
Yes. It was.
They actually draw it.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if you want to do a really big billboard, people were drawing it. Now, digital printing,
Yeah.
Get me? So that time, okay, paint and that's okay. I mean, so come on, forget it. Forget it. So I had to read something else, which was social science. So general arts. So I did general arts, geography, economics, elective maths, stuff like that.
Government and elective maths.
Yeah, I did. Of course, I did economics, geography.
Oh wow! Yeah. And you've ended up becoming a global icon in the fashion industry. And Now let's take the conversation is now getting interesting. Somebody sent me a text message. He said, "Bruh, the conversation is getting interesting. That is an Amanfo who speaks good English." I'm sure somebody.
I'm gonna cast Amanfo into Brofo. I'm gonna Amanfo into Brofo.
Now let's look about this one. You started this fashion icon. You went to school from Prempeh to Kivas. Then, how did you end up in all these big names and China and having an office, a huge office in China, having a brand, with companies like Bentley, Maserati, Lincoln? Man, how did it end? How did you get into these things?
Yeah, so all these things came up through my journey. Okay, I call it my journey. So I mean, after UCC, I was still doing my thing. I was still in the fashion. I remember back in the day, my time, 4-year course, I was designing all the garments for the beauty pageants. So Miss UCC pageants, like garments, I make all of them stuff. After that, yeah. So after that, I realized Ghana didn't have enough of what I wanted. Yes, in terms of resources, in terms of technology, in terms of supply, Ghana didn't have enough. Not even a quarter. Everything was hard. Like it's hard to find good fabrics. It's hard to even find good quality machines that can sew like European standard, like Asian standard. You get me? So I got a bit frustrated and I said, no, I needed to go to the source. Because everything, you go buy fabric, you go buy printing ink, you go buy thread, everything. Those who are in the fashion industry or those who are starting up will understand what I'm saying. So everything is from the source, like from China. I saw we need to wait for 2 months. Oh, can you imagine? Like I said, oh, Charlie. And the things I wanted to make, I didn't really have the stuff I needed. The materials I needed to make the kind of level of garments I wanted to make. And I said no, I had to go to the source. So I left. So I traveled. Okay. So I went to China on a sourcing trip. So when I got there, so whilst I made plans, okay? Yeah. I decided to pursue a course, okay? Take education. It's easier going with education, right? So
Benjamin, hold on 1 second. For those that are watching us on YouTube or Facebook, you can see some of his. We're just showing some of Benjamin's design, some of his fashion, and you can take a look and you see the whole background is. You can count a few only black faces. Go on, gentlemen. Go on.
Yeah. So I took on a master's degree course. Yeah. And I went over. So while studying, I was researching.
Okay.
I was studying. I was researching. China is very big. China's like West Africa. No joke.
Yeah. Very huge. Yeah.
Very huge. Okay, so I went to a city called Nanjing. Okay. So Nanjing University. Yeah, Nanjing University. That's why I did my master's degree. So while I was doing my master's degree, I was researching. I was doing my thing, Charlie. Where can I get this? Where does this happen? Where can I get that? Where can I get this? What next after school? Because China is the place that right after school you're coming home. You don't get a job.
Yeah.
It's not like Europe or America where after school you can still stay back in, get an opportunity to do some internship. Or China doesn't even offer internships. No joke. No joke. So after school, what next? It's either you're going back home or you want to pursue other courses. So a lot of people who go to China to school, they don't want to come back home. They just have to take on another course, do another course, maybe 4-year course or a 2-year course, just to stay in the country. You understand?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they want to work as teachers. That's the only job you can get in China, as English teachers. So people would, just take on a degree, pay school fees just to get a student visa to work, which is illegal. Yes, it's illegal to teach in China as Ghanaian because the Chinese government says Ghanaians are not native English speakers.
Oh, wow.
We are so you can get a job, but you can't get papers. You can't get work visa. If they apply for you, you'll be refused because Ghana is not a native English speaker. So it's either you're from the UK, you're from the US, Australia, Canada, New Zealand. These countries are considered as native English speakers. So Ghana, your school system, China thinks you guys will brought for you. Look.
Wow.
China sees Ghana as not a native speaker. It's brought for you. But there's a lot of Ghanaians out there. I'm telling you, if someone tells you so, China, it's two things they're doing. It's either they're teaching English, which is illegal in the first place, but people are doing it because at the end of the day, they had no opportunities back at home. And the teachers are making more than doctors here in Ghana. No joke. The teachers are making more. Teachers, at least $2,000 a month teaching English in China. So a lot of Ghanaians are there, and they're struggling. At the end of the day, because the government doesn't see Ghanaians as native English speakers, you would end up, getting paid. Then you use your salary to go do a student visa and keep on paying. So it's that cycle.
Oh, okay.
So imagine you're getting paid $2,000 and you go and pay $1,000 to study just to get a student visa to learn. But you're not learning. You are teaching somewhere. So you get, for example, you go to Legon, pick up a course in Legon. They give you the student visa. Then you are in Kumasi teaching, or you are in Takrady or Cape Coast teaching somewhere.
Okay. And so the country still gets back the money.
Of course, the country still gets back the money. Then it got to a time where they realized there are white people with South African passports, and they were baffled. So, we thought Africans were black people. Why are South Africans having white African passports? Yeah. Then they had to change their policy to include South Africans, so which automatically benefit the black South African. So black South African will get a full-time job with all the benefits, making about, let's say, $3,000 or $4,000 with apartment, living good with all the benefit. But the Ghanaian will be refused. Then they considered Kenyans too. Can you imagine Kenyans English and Ghana English?
I wonder.
Imagine accent. Just imagine the accent. Okay, behind the Kenyan accent, speaking English, the South African speaking English. They considered them because Kenya had a very good relationship. Like, I'm talking foreign affairs level. I'm talking at political level with China.
So there was a respect to the country Kenya rather than the respect to Ghanaians.
Not respect in the terms of the country itself.
In terms of relationship, yeah. They value,
it's a relationship.
They value the relationship they have with the Kenyans more than the relationship they have with Ghana.
Absolutely. So because of that, it benefited the Kenyan. So a Kenyan can get a work permit teaching English, and a Ghanaian will not.
And so at what point in time were you able to break even, to start the fashion, your fashion, getting people on board? Because it wasn't easy.
Oh, yes, it wasn't easy. So after uni, I went to, not even after uni, during my time, I went to Japan.
Yeah.
I didn't finish school yet. So I think that was at the time, it's 1 year classroom work and 1 year research, thesis and stuff like that. So that time I traveled to Japan. I have an uncle in Japan, so I traveled to Japan, went to spy around a bit, see how things are going, do some more research, learn, stuff like that. Then I came back, and did my, tender my thesis to, I was communicating with my supervisors and stuff. So I graduated. Technically, I graduated. Then after that, what next? So you have to leave school. First of all, if you've graduated, get out from the country, get out. You understand?
Yeah.
So I went on a couple of sourcing trips as well to look around what goes on and where I can find what and stuff like that. Then I realized that. So first of all, my whole idea was to find the best of the materials I needed and also learn the trade, like learn it. Then come to Ghana with all the stuff I have so I can, do my thing the way I wanted it to be. Then I realized there is a gap in the industry in China, in the fashion industry. There was a gap. What was the gap? Everything was, first of all, the luxury brands.
Okay.
No, don't try. The luxury brands. Chinese are very, very superficial and very, very, what would I say? I would say superficial, and they
the class type.
What am I even looking for? Only a very label conscious, brand conscious, very material. You get me? So they buy labels. Chinese wear labels, not style.
So more or less like they are the high class people when it comes to fashion.
No, not necessarily they. I mean, come on, it's a big country, and there is rich people, there is middle class, and there is the poor people. Okay, but of course, this is how it works. It trickles down from the top. So you have the rich people, very rich, I'm talking dollar millionaires and billionaires. Right now, there are more millionaires in China than the US.
Yeah, of course.
Technically, Chinese are very loaded right now, and have a lot of billionaires. But US still has a lot of billionaires in China than the US. But the thing is, even the Chinese billionaires, they are not gonna, declare their assets because it's a communist country. Remember?
Yeah, and so from that particular point, you were able to establish your brand in China before you moved to Japan.
So I realized that everything is they buy labels. Okay, so it's a Gucci, it's an Armani, it's an LV, it's everything. And those who can't afford that will go for the knockoffs. Okay, the copy. But everything was label. But I realized that Atari, Charlie, and Fatal, you are just wearing it because it's this a Gucci and I say LV, but and Fatal. So there was no personal fashion. There was no that personal touch. So what I say. So I realized that, okay, there is no bespoke here. And I'm a bespoke guy. So if this guy can go and buy a $2,000 suit, Armani's off-the-rack suit, or Dolce & Gabbana $4,000 suit, then it means I can come in and do the custom ones, the tailored ones for them. They didn't have that because, UK has always been a part of me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a
UK is the genesis of bespoke. When we talk about bespoke, UK and and Italy.
Yes, so UK is I want to almost start here, and Italy and Italy the fire.
Yeah,
UK is so it's always been part of me. So that I chose bespoke because it is the most respectable garment. A suit, actually, a suit is the most respectable garment. Take one person, okay?
Yeah.
One person that will share t-shirt or share jeans and sneakers, and the same person wearing a suit is two different people. You get me? So suit it makes everybody respectable. That is why I chose it, because I think, and it's not even I think, it's a fact. Suit is the most respectable garment on earth for a man. So I chose that because t-shirts, and you'll be able to match a t-shirt.
Yeah.
So what I say, me suit because it's the most respectable suit that should be anyhow. So I took the suit and I started researching and learning from Savile Row and how they do it, stuff and that. So I make trips to the UK and they're there, to learn and, compare it to how the Chinese make it, comparing how the Japanese make it. So I have been there, have learned. So I say, I have learned, and I use the UK style, UK cuts, UK everything, combined with some Italian elements and stuff like that. And I started my business there from home, a home office. So after school, no job. So I did what I just told you, okay? A few 1 or 2 years, I started teaching, but I registered the company, okay? I set up my company in China. Yeah, I set up my company in China. That time, for example, capital, your working capital was around 100,000.
Yeah,
that was that time. 2000 that was around 2013. Was it? Yeah, your capital is 100,000, and you have to transfer that money from your home country into your bank account in China. Yes. So I set up my company. I didn't have all that money. So, but you have to deposit that money before you can go on to process your papers as it's a bit more work permit. So I started, teaching on the side, but I used my apartment. That was my office. Okay. I rented a 2-bedroom apartment. So after school, I moved to another city.
Oh, okay.
I moved to another city. I researched and realized that I needed to be in a particular place. So around Shanghai. So in Shanghai.
Yeah.
Okay, Shanghai is the fashion capital of China and also the financial capital of China. Beijing is the political capital of China. Okay, so I chose around Shanghai because that is.
This is GN Radio UK.
So I started from my apartment, and I was teaching the adult English, adult people English. So they come home. They don't go home. They come to classes after that. They are like working class people who wanted to learn English because they were working with all these Fortune 500 companies. So they needed English. You get me? So they come and polish their English, and most of them also go to conferences abroad, to Europe, to the US, and stuff like that. So I was teaching adult English in the evening, 6 to 9.
So you would say
while
that,
teaching them English, they knew
Benjamin.
They knew I was more than just an English teacher. So, I mean, I talk to my students. Sometimes you get a big class, maybe 20 students or 10 students, and there is 5 students and there is one-on-one as a VIP. So, I tell people my other, friend is saying, qualifications and what I do. So slowly, I was marketing myself. So my students were my first customers. You get me?
Yeah.
So slowly I was marketing myself. So, I'm a bespoke tailor. This as it. But officially, I don't mean a bespoke tailor because a bespoke tailor will not be allowed to take English. You get me? In China, if you have to teach English, you have to go to English training. A teacher training school with a teacher training certificate.
So now let's take the focus on now. You got established in China, and what next? How did you end up with these Maserati, BMW, Bentley?
Okay, so so after I worked with my home office, my apartment for a while. Then I got a proper shop. Okay, I moved into a proper shop. Then, so my brand was
gradually getting known.
And what made me famous is that I was black. There is no black man designer resident in China.
Okay, so you were the first black fashion designer in China.
Yes, resident fashion designer in China.
Wow.
Sort of. Yeah. So I was unique. So people naturally, if people see you, they'll like, hey, black man in China, and what do you do? So you should go out all dressed up, even at work all dressed up. So we always dress nice. Oh, I'm a fashion designer, I'm a business. Oh, nice. I would like to try your stuff. So they'll come. Then they get satisfied. They bring their colleagues, they bring their friends, they bring their family. So slowly, it started going viral. This is black guy. There's this black guy. So I get people reach out to me. So all these companies I've been telling you, all these companies I worked with, BMW, Maserati, Lincoln, they actually came to me.
Oh,
so
okay.
their offices in China, okay? So their offices in China, they reached out to me because they from time to time they release new brands, new car models, right?
Okay.
So they want to have a launching, and they usually want to partner with the same kind of level craft to match it with. Okay, for example, let's just say if you have an iPhone, okay, it's easy for you to maybe buy an iMac. I would say they want something else to match up their brand. You understand? So a car like Maserati or Bentley, they have that kind of luxury, kind of uniqueness or custom vibe to it. And you'll be in a bit at all. It's not it's that kind of level. So they reached out to me and said, we want to launch our new model we want to partner with you so we can do the launch. Maybe you can do a fashion show through it to entertain our guests, or we can arrange a conference or like a seminar where you teach our customers how to dress. So that's how we started.
Oh wow!
So me working with all these car brands, that's what happened. So I'm having a fashion show, me teaching their VIP clients or their clients, like they organize a seminar where I teach them how to dress, because Chinese don't wear suits.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes, it's not their culture. 1 out of 20 Chinese never owns a suit. And look, numbers you can forget about. The numbers require more. They are very casual. T-shirts, polo shirt, jeans, no con baby. They hardly wear suits. Most of the big businessmen, wear suits once in maybe a year or two, or once in a year, going for a meeting, or they don't wear. It's not a suit environment. So I had to teach them how to wear suit. And about the suit culture, the proper suit culture, the English way, I always say English because that's the system I use. Yeah. So I was teaching them how to wear suit and why to wear suits and, all this kind of stuff. Telling you, if you go to a Chinese wedding, a Chinese dinner for Nipa Bear 500, like about 500 people attend this wedding, and it's the groom's daddy and the bride's daddy who are the only people wearing suits. Oh, yes. Everybody else comes in casual as even shorts, knickers, and t-shirts and sneakers and sandals. Yeah, everybody comes in casual.
Now let's move away from there and look at people that inspired you into these fashion industry, because we know that in Ghana, when you are growing up, you tend not to have a lot of fashion, gurus. I can only name but a few. I think maybe Reese Yosei, who happened to be Reggie Rockstone's dad, but he was even here in the UK. Is it Kofi Ansan? Yes, Kofi Ansan. Yeah, Kofi Ansan. Right. Were these people your mentor?
I wouldn't say they were my mentors. They more inspired me.
You,
at some level, at some certain stages of my career. Yeah. Okay. So when I was starting up, it was just, like you said, it was Kofi Ansan was the man.
Yeah.
Then there was Maoli Kofi Okujato, MKOG, if you remember.
MKOGH. Yeah, I remember. Yes. Yeah. We used to wear some of his design way back in school.
Good. So he was doing some formal wears, and also he created the urban wear, the hip hop wear.
Yeah, the t-shirts and
shirts, hats, the denims and stuff like that. So around that time, they were the man. Okay, they were the man. So that was Ghana level. Okay, but who really inspired me is Oswald Boateng.
Oh, over here.
Yes, in the UK. He is the one who I looked up to, who inspired me, who I, he's my man. Oswald is my man. Oswald was the black guy, or the first black guy who was able to get on Savile Row. Savile Row is like Harvard.
Yeah.
You get me? And even you know how much it costs a shop on Savile Row.
Yeah.
And you need some special connections, some level of experience, not even experience. Like you should be somebody before they will allow you to get on Savile Row. You should be like, and also what to break boundaries. He went in there and Charlie, he changed the whole Savile, because the English people are very conservative.
Yeah.
Gray suit, black suit, navy, asa, and still the old school cut. Very, very old school cuts. I mean, come on, they are still taking 1 month to make one trousers, handmade. One trousers, 1 month. Oh yeah.
Wow.
2 months, 3 months. So also Boateng changed the whole system. Like he brought like very colorful and very fancy colors in suit, and also different cuts.
This is GN Radio UK.
He's always been my mentor.
Wow.
He's always been a mentor. So So that's it. That's it.
Now, just before I go into my 2-3 final questions, how do you perfect your craft? How do you perfect it? Because I've been seeing some of your designs at the background, and I see it's quite different. How do you perfect, your craft?
So, like I said, I have traveled around, finding bits and pieces of everything. Okay, so from the UK to China to Japan to Italy, So I pick bits and pieces and put it together to have a product that is really competitive worldwide. Like I'm talking competitive. Maybe in China, I'm talking about Gucci's production, like D&G's quality level, like Armani's quality level. For me to surpass that. So yeah, I've been around, I've learned, and I know. So the best of everything, like even my thread, I don't just go buy thread. I use the best quality thread. So my thread has been in like best quality Italian or German thread. My fabrics, Italian, British, my buttons, I use the best of everything. I pick the best of everything from all the continents and I put it together. And I'm a perfectionist. Because I've always been a perfectionist. If I'm doing something, it better be good or not at all. I don't rest until it's perfect. So and it's tailored, of course, So everybody has a different body shape. We all have different silhouettes. So if you go and buy an off-the-rack suit, you can work on next off-the-rack suit. That cut is the same cut everybody is going to wear. That's not possible. Someone has got pot belly. Someone has got a hunchback. Someone's shoulder is tilted back or forward. Some people have short arms. So you go buy a suit, maybe £1,000 suit, then the sleeves is very long. You have to go do alteration. The trouser is very long. You have to go do alteration. So at the end of the day, I don't do mass production. I create templates for everybody. So you have a different cut made for you, your body. You get me?
Yeah.
So it's tailored to your body. That's how I do it. And I do fittings, I don't give you a final product. If you come and make an order with me, I don't just give you a final product. You come in, I make about 60% of the garment. You come in, you try it on. I take in, do alterations. I make about 90% of the garment. You come in again, I do alterations then before I complete. So that's the stages I do to get it perfect.
That sounds like the products. A lot goes in, and because of that, I'm assuming that the price will also be expensive, or you think that everybody can afford it?
Well, expensive is relative. It's a relative term.
It's a relative. That's true. Yeah.
It's a relative term. At the end of the day, I don't really put money value on it because this is a tailored garment.
A lot do go in, and then you take your time. Exactly. So
yes.
It's something that is done to perfectionists. It's something that and it's something that when you wear, it's like it's only for you. You're not going to see somebody wear it somewhere.
Absolutely. And my pricing. Let me tell you about my prices. Okay.
Yeah.
Worldwide. If you iPhone 11, okay.
Yeah.
It's the same price wherever you go.
Exactly.
But the difference is there's a little bit more on it, maybe 100 or 200. If you buy it in the US, you can get maybe, let's just say, for example, $1,000. Yeah, just such an example. If you go to China, it will be 1,200. The 200 is for tax. Okay. If you buy in the UK, you can get maybe 1,000 or 1,001. But basically, there is 1,000. That's how my work is. In the UK, my prices is the same with Savo Roll.
Wow.
Because we are using the same technique, we are using the same fabrics, and we are using the same craft.
Wow.
If you go to the US, it should be the same. But I have even beat down my prices for Ghana. I have beat down my prices. Everywhere you go in this world, when you talk about bespoke suit, when it's that standard, that level, you have that, you offer that level of craftsmanship. You don't go, a starting price is $1,000.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it's a level of, service. It's $1,000, but I have beat down my price. I am starting with $680, which I'm not even supposed to do. So I have $680, which I have done my research. When I came to Ghana, I did my research. My competitors' prices are more expensive than me.
Wow.
Oh, yes. Wow. So I have beat down my price a little bit. I still have $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 suit, yes. But of course, I start from $680, so everybody should be able to afford, have that that experience. That's the most important thing. When you're able to have that experience, then you appreciate, because if I'm making a garment for you that will last you for 5 or 10 years, Charlie, come on.
Yeah, it has to come with a price, because it's quality and it lasts. Now let's look at the COVID-19. This whole COVID-19, has it had any impact, positive or negative, on your business?
Oh yes, it has. It has. So I came to Ghana around end of December. That was a year of return. Okay.
Yeah.
When I was leaving China, there was nothing like COVID. Yeah, there was nothing like COVID. I heard COVID around January. So COVID, but even that, it was more of in the Wuhan, which is about. It's like very, very far away from where I am. Very, very far away. Or just say it's like Accra and maybe Tamale.
Yeah.
Very, very far away from me. So that was the time. So, I mean, back in China, my office, my operation, my workers, everybody was working. Then January, February, around, like, the COVID hit hard, so they had to shut down. Everybody had to shut down. So that affected me. Affected my supply chain. Okay. So I was in Ghana, set up my office, and I was able to set up my office and set up work. So I don't make my clothes in Ghana. Okay, I have set up my production, my supply chain, everything. I have that system working for me. So that is why I'm able to have multiple shops in the world. I have my central production. I have my central everything. So all orders in all my offices abroad goes back to the central, produce and send back there to wherever it came from. You get me?
Yeah.
So I can supply wherever I am. So my supply chain was hit in China. So my workers had to go on leave. My shops had to shut down. So I lost some income. Then coming to Ghana, January, February, I had orders. Okay, I had orders, but I couldn't go into production. I had to wait till March because China was able to fight their COVID. They were supposed to. They were able to. Sustain it.
Sustain it, yeah.
Get into the close of February. So companies started work again. So my workers came back to work end of February.
Yeah.
So I had to wait till end of February, beginning of March to start making my January and February orders. You get me? Then I was okay. Then March, it hit Ghana. So Ghana was also on lockdown. So I couldn't get orders from Ghana again. But
wow.
So I lost money here. I was losing money in Ghana. But China has also come back.
Wow.
So it's been like that. So the worldwide supply chain was hit. What I'm saying is, all supply, most of the garments in the world we know are made in China. I'm telling you a fact, including the luxury brands. They will not market it as made in China. I'm telling you a fact because I've been there. Gucci, LV, Armani, all these are made in China. But they will not tell you. Underground, the same production there, underground. They don't tell the world. So at the end of the day, imagine the US was hit. There was no supply coming in. Europe was hit. There was no supply coming in. So the fashion industry lost a lot of money around that time, from January till March. And it's still being hit because most of the factories and productions that have been sent to China from Europe and America, they are that good now that the Europeans and the Americans can't match up no more. There's not enough people there who are crafty enough, who have the experience to making those garments. So they have to wait for China to be resumed. Because if there's no China, there's nothing moving in the world.
Benjamin, finally, what advice do you have for young black entrepreneurs that are watching us? And I'm sure that very soon I'm going to have one of the bespoke myself.
So to the young entrepreneurs, I'd like to tell you, the journey is not an easy road. Yes, it's not for light-hearted people. You need to have a strong heart, and you need to realize that you're gonna go through a lot of tough times. You're gonna go through a lot of disappointments. You're gonna go through a lot of pain. You need to sacrifice a lot to be able to get to the level you want to get to. A lot of people are going to disappoint you, and a lot of people are not going to believe in you. But yes, that is what you're supposed to. That's what's supposed to happen. So if you're able to surpass the expectations or get to the level where they want you to get, and they will support you. You know, people only celebrate famous people or successful people. That's just the nature. So you need to work hard to get to that level. Everybody wants a winning team. That's it. Everybody wants a winning team. So at your level, or if you're about to start up, hey, I'm telling you, you're going to go through a hard time, but go through it. Go through it. And whatever you set your mind on, you can make it. Have a plan. Have a proper plan. Don't just do stuff. Have a plan and go by the plan and learn and study and hard work. That is the key word. It's hard work and persistence. You have to persist. You will fail, but you have to come back and do it again and do it again until you get to the level where you want to get.
Wow.
Okay, so that's what I tell them. And find a mentor. Find a mentor. It's very important. Find a mentor. Someone you look up to, someone who has already done what you want to do. Okay, so it's easier for you. You know, when you get through those difficult times, you can reach out to them or you can learn from them. You can learn their story. If you don't have a direct contact with them, you can just learn their story. They all went through tough times. So have a mentor, let them coach you, let them guide you, because there's nothing new under the sun. Whatever you want to do, someone has already done it. So it's better that way if, you know, you have someone who's already told the path you want to tell. So that's what I want to tell them. But hey, go out there, get it, and do you.
Thank you.
Because people are changing the world. People are still, you know, making the world go around. Yeah, that's how it is. So go out there, go do you.
Thank you so much, Benjamin, for your time this morning, and I'm sure that very soon I will be getting my bespoke in no time.
Absolutely. Got you, bro.
All right, bro. All right. All the best.
Thank you. And me.
Yes, of course. And that was Benjamin Contour. Yes, we had to do the interview. Mr. Oswald Boateng. I'm saying good morning and thank you. Very soon we'll go straight to the phone lines and speak to the NDC Simon. Chike Abrakwa. He says, bless Dr. N. Good morning to your crew, all humble listeners. Guidance and love every time seen. Big up yourself. Yes, of course. And you better not, I'm on yourself for attribute a year and come on. Yeah, quickly, I am for the NDC Womo communication officer and an entertain come on. Namika was station here, GN Radio UK. And on TNC, Courtney, Simon Atchinkamo. Good morning, sir. Welcome to GN Radio UK.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ryan.
How are you doing?
How are you doing? Not too bad. Yourself?
Not too bad at all. Not too bad.
Very good morning to our listeners as well.
Yes. Somebody just sent me a message. He said, long time hearing this man's voice, the NDC communication officer. Where was he in Ghana?
No, I've not been in Ghana. I'm not that privileged. I'm not one of the MPP guys. They left to Ghana to go and register and come back, and then they will left to go and vote when the time comes. I'm not that privileged. I've been here minding my own business. Yes.
Now let's look at yesterday. The president he did a Zoom call. He met some members of his campaign team, and he says that this year they should go out and campaign on the records of their government, and not go on a tangent on gender, ethnicity. How do you find, as a communicator, hearing this coming from the president? How do you respond to it?
Thank you very much. You know something? Like you played a song before you did that interview with the Ghanaian guy, and I must say, Charlie, well done to the guy. He's really done well. Young person, a UCC mate as well.
Yes.
I hope he's listening. So yeah, I'm proud of that. You see, UCC always turns out the best,
yes.
And I'm proud to know that he got his degree from UCC and all of that. So that's good. So what I'll say is, like the song said, them confused. So I think confusion has set in the camp of the NPP with this. We have shattered all the expectation and all of that. And so it's a master stroke by the NDC. You always expect the best from the NDC. And the call by the president, whether is he still COVID-19, or is he still isolating, or is he still, I don't know, whatever it is anyway. It's out of confusion. They have no record. What record do they have that they're going to campaign about? And he's saying that to them, knows very well that there's no record. The only record they have is to go on those tangential matters and be insulting women. Apart from that, I don't know what record he was asking him to campaign on. If you're asking me, I don't know the record. Is it a record of admission excavators? Is it a record of borrowing our country to the hill, where we become, what do you call it, a debt country that's at unsustainable level? Is there a record of unemployment? Is it a record of a poorly implemented free HSS system that has left many Ghanaians reeling? And so June this year, BBC had made an announcement that Ghana was the second most corrupt country in Africa. And so I don't know what record is talking about. So I understand the difficulty as communicators that the MPP is going through. There's really nothing to communicate on apart from insulting people like the likes of Wuntumi, Boabi and Samoa, and at the very high level, like I'll say Chairman Saboso, alias Lawrence Ade. I don't know what they will say.
So for you think that this 2020, if the president is saying that we should campaign on what political parties have done, i.e. the NDC and the MPP, you think that the NDC stand tall when it comes to infrastructure and other things, policies that was done to the Ghanaians under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama?
And yes, and so before I answer that straight on, what I'll say is that if anybody knows the track record of Professor J. Nana Opoku-Agyeman, she's of a sterling quality. Her experience is par excellence. Her performance in terms of leadership and everything is at the top. It's there. It's at the top.
If you want to even write her own CV, it would not take less than.
It will take you a day.
60 pages. It's more.
Exactly. And so this is a woman that is not just selected because she's a woman, but because it's based on merit, and she stands tall. She's got a mettle and everything that is required of a leader. And so we have, it's all round. She's all round. We talk about a woman, she's a woman of substance. You talk about education, she stands tall. You talk about leadership, she's there. You talk about a wife, a mother, and all of that. I mean, this is a woman that has got 3 kids, and all her kids hold a PhD. I'm yet to come across any woman, and I know all women have succeeded in their own way. But I'm saying that a woman that has 3 kids and all those kids hold PhD, very soon probably will become professors. I am yet to come across parents like that where all the kids have got PhDs. And that is the woman we're talking about.
Saying that she has taught in for over almost 4 decades.
Exactly. at the University of Cape Coast. You know, by the time Professor Jenana Opokwajima was leaving the UCC, when I went to UCC, and I'm sure the fashion guy you spoke to, I don't know what year he went to UCC. UCC did not have a medical school. UCC had not launched
what year
a distance learning program.
What year were you?
I did the UCC from 1997 to 2000.
Oh, okay.
We were the last batch of the old system who did 3 years at the university.
Okay, yeah.
You understand? And so, yes, I did 1997 to 2000. And as at that time, UCC had not grown and expanded to become what it is today. You see, I am very privileged in the sense that my mother-in-law, my wife, they live on the campus. And so anytime I go to Ghana, I whether I like it or not, have to visit Cape Coast, and I have to visit the University of Cape Coast campus, because that's where my in-laws live. And so I have seen the transformation.
Okay, this is just below belt, but that is where you found your wife, isn't it?
Well, no, it's not below belt. It might be, but I just want to. You see, the reason why I bring this in is just to explain that I am not just talking because we are doing politics, and I'm not just talking from outside. I just want to let you know that, you know, I like to, when I say things, I say exactly what the things are, and I don't lie about things. So I'm saying that I have had the opportunity of seeing what UCC was in 2000 when I left UCC, and I have the opportunity of seeing UCC as it is today. And I can tell that shows the leadership that the woman brought to that institution. The institution has become something else. That is the point I am making. And that is the person we are bringing to Ghanaians as a leader who they can trust our resources to. This is a person who served in government, and yet they are not even accusing her of any corruption act. I thought they said all NDC ministers were corrupt, and yet I'm still waiting for them to come up with the corruption allegation. And there's an audio and other things going around where they are digging deep and looking for corruption to tag her, but they're never going to find any, because that is how the candor, the honesty she brings to leadership. That's what I'm going to say.
So you believe that the president, former president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, said that she is a Christian, she is a staunch Christian, she's somebody that we can trust, she's somebody that is, for better words, an example to society and very hard to blame. And so going forward to this campaign, this is one of the messages that NDC are going to send out, that look at this woman, she's not corrupt, you can't tag her with any corruption, and she's also a mother, she's also educationist, she's also from the academia sector, she's a professor, and so Ghanaians will look to someone like Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman, and with the prayer of the president, and vote for the NDC.
Yeah. So, Dr. Ren, I just want to ask you very simply, if you were to say, and I know you are a host of the program, but I'm just inviting you to this, that if they were to ask you to give a criticism of something, try and find a fault with this woman, I know you will struggle a lot, because it is really hard. As human as she is, yes, she's human, and she will not be, I'm not saying she's faultless, but I'm saying that when we come to the issue of leadership and all of that, you will struggle. I am saying that if we miss this opportunity, I don't know when we'll ever have this opportunity again. Let me tell you something. Ghana has had the opportunity of having a female Speaker of Parliament. And I think it was the person of, is it Bamford Addo?
Bamford, yeah.
Yeah? Good. And then we've had the opportunity of having a female Chief Justice. In the person of, this lady who... Georgina Wood. Georgina Wood, yeah? And it is again at the time for us to be given a woman and a female vice president. And so these women who have occupied this position, they did not just occupy this position because they were women, but they were women of substance. They were women of achievers. They were women who will stand tall even above most men. And so it is about time we do away with this feminist condescending attitude of male. This patriarchal system must be put away. And we are privileged to be in this country. And I will tell you that I'm sure you have kids and you have boys and you have girls in this country. Records, UK education records will tell you that our girl children do better academically than our boy children. You can. This is proven by research. Our girl children, and anytime I'm talking to my daughter, I just feel like, oh my God, I just pray that this girl will grow up a world where there's no limit placed on her as a woman, and where she can do whatever she wants to do. And I'm sure it's the same about your daughter or any other daughter. And so I'm saying that the insults, the abuse, the personal attacks, and all of that, it is not time for that. This is time to allow a woman. And then this has always stood for women and for the underprivileged and the underrepresented in our world in terms of women and all of that. In fact, I tell you something, under the Tony Blair government, you know, I love politics, so I've been following politics. They introduced something called positive discrimination. If we finish, I don't know whether you know about positive discrimination. You can read a bit about positive. It is where government deliberately make an effort where underrepresented sections of society are given representation in government. And so the UK government introduced something under Tony Blair, introduced positive discrimination just to give women. And so you saw women like Amber. I used to love this woman. I think she was employment minister before, and then there were lots of them. But as we go along, I remember some of them, and I'll mention them to you. I think one of them had cancer recently and died. She served under Tony Blair and all of that. I'm saying that it is time for our women folk who have. You know something, Dr. Ren, and I want to say this to appreciate our women. If you ask me to go to the shop and buy a shirt, I won't know which shirt to buy. I've never bought a shirt for myself since I got married. I don't know. In fact, when Sunday comes, I'll go and wear some. My wife will say, Papa, when you come. Oh, that be last week, we share way. Nijawa, Obesha way, this week, we share way.
So men are not naturally conscious of certain things.
I am saying that the women, you know why when we come to God is a very intelligent God. And God, you know, that is why when he created men and women, he knew that men were not capable of doing many things. And so he gave most of the functions to women, because you give a woman, she's an economist. A woman does not need a degree in economics. She's naturally, wherever she comes, whether she's been to school or not, she's naturally an economist, because you give her 10 Ghana cedis, she'll give you soup. You give me 10 Ghana cedis, I'll look for the next chicken and chips to go and buy the easiest food to eat. And if you allow me, we'll be eating chicken and chips for the rest of our lives. So I don't know what to do with that money.
So communication officer, that means that if I'm hearing you well, that means gender card is going to play a role in this year's election.
You see, because the NDC has over the years promoted the welfare and the representation of women in society. I know you grew up in Ghana. You know very well what the affirmative action and whatever was done by the 31st Women Movement. Today, most women owe where they have gotten to because they looked up to Nana Konadu Ajiman Rawlings as the president of the 31st Women Movement, as part of the PNDC, NDC. And if that's a lie, you can tell me. Growing up as a Ghanaian, that is what she stood for. She stood for the promotion of women. We again made sure that any effort to bring women up in leadership and in social and political life and economic life in our country has been championed by the NDC. And so it is part of that progress that we think that it's about time we elevate our women to another level based on their merit, to another level. And we're looking forward to where we can even get to a point where I know it will have to come from the NDC again. We can have a woman president. And we are not insulting women like Oslo, who is heard on in an audio crying that they disrespect women, they have no respect for women, and where Haji Alima will be dropped because she's a woman when she was Akufo-Addo decided to nominate her as a vice presidential candidate for the NPP. We don't believe that. We believe in women, we believe in our mothers, we believe in our wives, we believe in our aunties, and all of that. That's what I'll say on that. Wow. But if you quickly want me to go on to the issue of infrastructure and achievement, I'll do that.
That one we are going to leave it, and then it's going to be a heated debate in the coming of these days. So we will unfold it gradually.
Yes. Yeah. I just felt I should dedicate enough time to support our women and to praise them and commend them for the great job they're doing, and for the fact that they cannot be pushed under the carpet, they cannot be pushed under the bridge just because they are women. I mean, who told you that women are inferior to men? What makes you think that because you are a man, it is about time we did away with this stereotyping and gave our women the opportunity to transform Ghana and transform the world. Angela Merkel is doing so fantastic. One of the best economists in Europe today is, in fact, somebody told me that the most robust economies in the world are run by women. And is that not true?
So you're talking about the New Zealand.
Thank you very much.
About the South Korea So for you, this year, Nana Prof is not somebody that the MPP can really scrutinize that much, and so that is
my brother. They are confused. They have become confused. They're dazed. That's why you hear them talking from everywhere, talking out of every side of their mouth. They are confused, like that song said.
Now moving on. Let's look at what the deputy. Not deputy. The minority leader in parliament said, Haruna Idrisu, and he says that the EC failed in engaging political parties on registration, and that is really not something for him. He thinks that August was going towards this year's election.
Yes, and so that is very true. I'm sure you would have noticed that even the latest one was last week when they went to an IPAC meeting and the EC told them that they wanted to go to SHS, our secondary schools, to go and register the kids that are there. We are talking about this is an illegality. You're going to register students in a place that has not been gazetted as a registration center. It is against the law. It's a breach of the electoral law. It is not. It is wrong. But unfortunately, we have a country where, like, to quote my general secretary, Johnson Achedun Ketia, he said today we are up against God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The EC, the government, and the security forces.
The security, the Trinity, as he calls it.
Do you understand? And so it's just like Maye. So one I'll Maye.
So you
whether you
that,
like it or not.
So you think that, sorry to cut you, so you think that after the government announced that no parent is allowed to visit their own kids at secondary school, yesterday some MPP members and leaders went to
we're campaigning in schools.
And we're campaigning. So is it hypocrisy in a line of power?
It is just abuse of power. It is just disrespect to the ordinary Ghanaian. It is just just to tell you that you are nobody. We have the power. You gave it to us, but now we have it, so we do what we want, and you cannot do. To use the Ghanaian term, you cannot do foco about it. You just sit down and watch. Whether we want to kill you, whether we want to do whatever, but you know what? It is us now. We are in charge, and we do what we want. We don't care about what you do, because you see the worry is. I'm sure you saw that video where in I think it's KNUST where a student died. And students and parents went there, and parents went to other SHs, and they wanted to see if their kids were doing well. They were sent away that they cannot see them, and we are allowing registration officers to go in there. We know COVID is everywhere, so we don't know who is having COVID and who is not having COVID. So they're taking this thing. I just worry, and I'm sure you'd have read about what most health experts have already expressed. The concern they've already expressed that they are scared that will be hit very high by the COVID-19 virus after registration has happened in our secondary schools.
Yes.
And so for me, that's my worry, that we're putting aside all professional advice. We don't really care. It's all about we send these kids. And we already raised the issue that these kids were not going to school because they have an exam to write. Nigeria has just cancelled an exam for SHS students. Kenya has just done it. I'm sure you'd have heard about it. Kenya has just done it.
There's no school until 2021.
And so you know, we said that it is just about going out there to make sure that we register this kid, and we actually even register those who are not even 18 yet, because there is this false belief and confidence in the MPP that their kids are going to vote for MPP. So they are registering even kids who are even 16 years old, 15 years old, just to get on the register they can vote for Akufo. So they are putting the lives of these young people, our future leaders, in danger because of they want political power. And that is what Akufo is doing to our country. And you can't do anything. He appoints the chief of staff. He appoints the army chief of staff. That's what I mean when I say chief of staff. Just to make a decision between the president and chief of staff. The army chief of staff. He appoints all the security officers and all of that. So what can you do? You are powerless. They do what they want. And so that's what. And so I wouldn't usually just expressing a concern that is out there. Every Ghanaian knows it, but there's nothing you can do about it. I'm sure you'd have seen videos where they are busing people from different constituencies to other constituencies to go and register, just because they think that they want to show up numbers there so that they can vote for them. I'm sure you have seen the people being beaten. I'm sure you have seen an army officer who served at Burma camp for years and has retired and is in Togo and is in the Volta region, and they abandoned him as a Togolese and had to question him and took him to the police station in the Volta region. I'm sure you've seen that. That is the Ghana we are in. That is the democracy we are in. I asked somebody, one of my UCC, I asked him, is Ghana still a democracy? I sent that question to him this morning. He's MPP. I asked him, is Ghana still a democracy? I don't know.
Communicator. Moving on to my last bit, and then we in 3 minutes. I don't know if you would like to comment about it. The sanitation court that has been established in Kumasi.
Yeah, why not? I mean, sanitation is everything, particularly in this time of COVID. You know that it has to, it's about environmental, keeping our environment clean and all of that, reducing the spread of the virus and everything. But the point has been that, Dr. Ren, what happened to Ghana becoming the cleanest city in Africa? Do you remember that's one of the promises of Akufo-Addo? Do you still remember? Accra will become the cleanest city in Africa. And I remember even the founder of our party, former President John Rawlings, was made an ambassador or something like that for Accra City Cleanliness. Do you remember? Yeah. And a whole minister was appointed for environment and all of that. The minister who said later came to tell us that he's not a baller man and had to be reshuffled from there to become aviation minister. My own member of parliament, Navronga Central, Kofi Ada. So what happened? I'm sure you've seen videos of the filth that has engulfed our country. And so I'm saying that we appoint these people, but we don't really allow them to do the work. We cripple them because the people who are perpetrating most of these things are actually members of this government, and they don't care because they think they have the power and nobody can do anything to them. So the only persons who will probably end up in that court will be people who they see throwing away maybe something somewhere, and they think that they know that they're NDC people. They will use it to victimize people they perceive not to be their own. But for the MPP people, I'm sure they can even go and bring a whole load of rubbish and throw it everywhere. Nothing will happen to them. We have seen it. We know it's going to happen. If that's not the case, why is this guy, the guy who had COVID and went out the Tama West MP, what's his name? Carlos. Yeah. Why is Carlos still walking free? Why is Carlos not hauled before any court in Ghana? So they can set up the courts, but whether they will allow this courts to work, whether they because they've bastardized our institutions to the extent that they have their arms tied. I'm sure you heard where a police officer was telling us when they went around and I was accusing them of not doing their work. Say, my hands are tied. I see wrongs being perpetrated, but I am powerless. So I just pray that maybe these courts can do what they do. But you know, today we have the Akufo-Addo courts where the law and common sense have been thrown to the wind, where they give clearance to an electoral commission to go and throw away a register and do a new one. And so I don't know, but let's hope that something good will happen. But I know change is coming, Dr. Ren. The good news is that December is just we are about 4 months away from an election. The wind of change can be felt across the length and breadth of our country, and no amount of intimidation, no amount of harassment. Like Asiedu Nketia said, they can even go and register people from hell. The very people they register are the very people because they feel it, they live it. You don't know what is going on in the mind of a man. Not even the devil knows the intention of a man. So they can register them. They will vote against them. Ghanaians have had enough of this harassment, intimidation. It is only in Ghana that we can have a law that says that if you don't wear a face mask, you go to jail for 10 years, or you pay 120 Ghana cedis, 12,000 Ghana cedis, 120 million. And yet, members of parliament go out there, the same party in government organizes primaries, and people are seen milling around and all of that. No worries, must not observing these things, and they're walking around free. And yet, pastors and other people are in prison for the same offense, even when they've committed a lesser version of that offense. Only God can help us under this government. Wow. God should hear our cry. We are in terrible times.
So you think they are confused?
They are not confused. It shows the wickedness. It shows if I never leave the days of Nebuchadnezzar, but if there's anything called tyranny, if there's anything called abuse of office, if there's anything called, anything that has to do with any of that, I have seen it under this government. There's nothing we haven't seen about bad governance under Akufo-Addo. There's nothing we haven't seen. But I know Kwame Nkrumah did not win independence for Ghana to go through this. The day of deliverance is coming. The day of deliverance is coming. Dr. Rain.
Thank you so much, sir. For
Thank
this,
you.
If anything come up, definitely we'll call on you. And I know I've got some messages that saying that tell our communication officer to always be on, at least even if once a week we miss his voice. This one is coming from Kukua. This one is also from George. George says that's the man that we are talking about. A very insightful education this morning, and it's true that Prof and John Dramani Mahama will do the magic for us. Thank you so much, sir.
I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. And I appreciate all those comments. Thank you very much.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Bye.
And that is Simon. Mr. Simon is the NDC communication officer for UK and Ireland. He says that they are confused. We'll go and speak to Ernest Saforo. As for Saforo, Saforo will also tell us that it's also different. Saforo will tell us that it is different. So let's go and speak to Saforo and see what the NPP also has for us. According to the NPP, as for them, this is the song that they are also playing. For them, this is the song that they say is that look, Dr. Ren, if NDC is playing that we are confused, kindly tell them that for them, this is what we have to tell them. Listen to what the NPP also have to say.
Yeah. President.
UK. This is GN Radio UK.
And this is what the NDC have to say. Let's welcome Sammy Ernest. Ernest, that is saying. Nice one. So we'll come around and count 10 in the Kakrama. Yes, Nanka, you mum. Say no, Manina to say is a vertical. This is why in horizontal. Very good. See I. Nice one. See I. Good one. Okay. Yes, and there NDC. One must say MP before T. Would you want us to T?
The bigger life, we pray, I saw the thing.
And as I say, and I say, also see NPP for some country, almost to say, an idea, almost to say, if we are confused, I almost to the Ernest Akwaba.
Dog, I say, now,
Nyamiadum.
We can eat everything also.
Oh, yes, we can eat the men. Yo, now when we say, Black Stars players, Bine, and painful Bine, Yatnat na barbecue, soon. Not just say, it was very beautiful. I'm painful. Now, we have called phobia out to me say, hey. And your birthday we pan Komumpia Bontin all the way from Ireland. Now month for about PM say wow, COVID-19. And then another down for His Excellency was say mo campaign no amoye no. Mo man in your kasade na mo nkyere your mama ye. Edian and I will tea asemi wo general.
For you know, I'm actually Simon, NDC, you know, but
Simon,
Mechobia. Now, Menchia, friends say, Uncle, you're free from Germany, Uncle Dangerfield. Just say, Uncle, you're a Banamicobia, not just a fire, Mechisa. Hey, Uncle Dangerfield, Mechao, I had to take it easy, Mamma. Uncle, you're funny, dear.
Uncle Sudia, no, also Kwame Nkrumah time. No, also can Kofo when Kwame Nkrumah Kobau. Ya two bomb, no, Nanku hobby, and Kende, Namia Daruma, Uncle and Sawa, Kientia Sempa.
And I mean, I cry and I'm to book of Amazon. I say the thoughts of Nkrumah. In general, Karum almost deliver Bremia, and so kind 1 or 2 be. In the uncle, I better gun and here, tea. Yes, yeah. Tell your doctor, your surgery for any Bibiana, I want to wine or any partner,
or any partner, so no. No. That's my own grandfather. But
insanity, the Okan and Nekufado, okay. I think that was the right line because said you see by and I say, waiting, I'm waiting. It's in another case, of course, young campaign, no, based on records, Nidia. Yeah, movie as Anania Sass, yeah, the attempt politics in here.
Dabimudia, Richard Jemfi, you've Jesus, now social wankasa, now no be named some Kophobis and said, Yanama, election time, eBay, and I said, Onukrena, would dear no, I said, and say, no, we are the partisan politics, ni remudo.
Baby, and I would tell me the about 2 years, 3 years, so to say, why difference, no number, and you Jesus back. So out to
difference, no. It's the end who introduced him, come a person, so Simon, the no Cassie, so can turn come a person and I didn't. And you're okay, Sadia. And you're Koso. I'm a refi. It is Simon never or see any record be a decoy campaign.
Then record, yes, some record, yes, some record.
And he said, "No, I cannot see any record." Now, maybe person beside say, "Oh no, now also only I see any record. Now, no account dear." Anka Yen San Fantoma or Mono.
I know the inquire so and I'm sitting there, but you're rolling.
Don't be crank because the old canon no crack. I say, yes, ye did matem. Why they do about them or say unemployment? One time you now unemployed graduate. Only a mature no. And tell no the end or say. Yeah, my midget, Nema free. Oh, hey, PhD, and day.
And I won't say achievement.
Doctor. Oh, my free
PhD or there's scholar, baby. I was doing my meal, my free PhD or there's a man of scholarship from the Conference of Ghana. And he say, any scholarship need be a doctor and game Kobo PhD.
And I had the encounter in
Ghana for.
Let's just say, and they may be a communicator as a phone, they be fun on no.
Oh, it's a
man, I work PhD. See, and penny for a most of my big men. It doesn't matter, your bunny by any day. A woman now will be a minor so. And your man never more again say, Mark, Queen say, another Queen say. Until this for Munjas as a neck. Saying an immaterial PhD orders is irrelevant to the argument of my men. And to my men, I send me a back into Dr. Yanko. Yes, a record. Yeah, you see, a campaign between MPP and this incompetency versus competence. Any other campaign. Say, you have free SHS and this is 4 year 200 adverts against free SHS.
Hey, Makumaku 200.
Makumaku 200, doctor. Against free teachers.
Now, many education minister, but no just scholarship, man, and Marco PhD.
What can I say? Okay.
So, teacher training allowance. Hereby, I restore
research allowance for
lecturers, and also hereby, I restore utility bill and not tertiary. No, also more tertiary institution were paying utilities.
Now, because the teachers allowance, training allowance. Enya no no mampanyin emra no wote so a eye Paul Adomochire ekọ ne nchen a wo kyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛ da bi o enam sɛ ye saa polytechnics na amom the status of university ntino na yɛsɛ yɛsesa edin no eno ntinya necessarily sɛ ono kra wo yusu ne sabi no ye sign bi say and not necessarily say yes ye twemu na emom no ye tre mu ne ma ne din foforo sɛnea ebetumi ama nkofo bebre so kra mpo no iron rule tie ne kra no ono kra ma example say am sa brante bi asa abayewa bi na nkenya sa teachers ya wo kan a wo mo sesa adin no a nka wontumi amba anko school
oh eno dey say na
me chow say no so what babe what you say what they granted grass what they were no what bibim yeah but and your my lady up to from there any percent the benefit here because I know my okay yeah research allowance for lecturers and who became into who now as a lecturer now I'm sure say be benefit from that now allowance ka ke my lecturers or one find research no so as I became
I woka I mudi ai na wokan bra na
ameno na make
asem de easy are make amena asem no kwani kwase chemical say bra na na ni di
na bra no kra de yesi e wontwa mu o yaro yesi bra na MTPP fo amode nam amoka no wontwa mu o
we training them doctor we training them na we will be do one on the term teacher ni be ya juma 3 years no we have to assess our contract no obama 3 months salary and no so almost me enka but na make sure no you see the campaign should be on say competence versus incompetence. Simon Becker says we see any record. Me man NDC record. Doom so unemployed graduates. And I also almost see e-blocks. E-blocks no more catch so basic 200. More no more see 44 to 47. What am I say? Yes, you buy. Yes, you doom so ni ho. Ya man crowd free SHS. One district, one factory, doctor. And no crowd here. Yes, you when I'm Ghana. Eku juice. So go commander. What say? Ekumfi juice ekwaso denden dia
na jese woka eku juice sorry me ntwa no na anu a ye mo ba ye o mampanyin na na ranko ekufu ado bepie mu o London yi na ne omde eku juice ka ho na mampanyin so enu ma eku juice e wo krom ha enu ehu na wo asem na wo kan ana
na make
se wo ahu ye na ye ofe wani age se Ghana ye product atimi atu aba bedu Ghana ye ho advert what ma say unprecedented enti almost omu hu hwe on the own who say Bagana for no mutu abana muti yet Ghana na ye ho kire ndie ye be hu de na Akufo-Addo why ene the MPP aban ababe na ye nsan fa nkoma former president John Mahama ene ne vice chancellor na odinaba no ye de enya no ne be ye no Simon said they omo ye economy eti embiwiase ma ye economy no eti efa economy ne mama amene no nye masa the you obi fie no doctor say obi nso fie o enti no does not mean say my no timi nye my many time no right now no she's not in the right position or no never be the savior of Emba because obi cry so be raping my kuma no my no cry agree me next time e me ja omo from prison
what some no na mon kan ye no no yes ma me no ansa no wo be ode ne pen e be to krata so atworo see release yenja muntiefo no na woni wa fa kire ene nkofo bi edidi nkomo asre pache se na brante ne atu nani
eda same way o kan me ka cho se wo free bian so be top for ma wasi e na wo sane nso ani nyina wasi enye ma me ne cho pa okoche okopa e ne ye kan but the fact say o ma me panimu a ayi enkwara action mo ho bone se akogina radio so nye so ma show mo den kwa na aka radio so aka say ye be ku judges ye be rape omo sa say mo ya say ma we say timi free one okra ba
na say ma me de on kan hwi o
na so na wo ma wo
so almost dey say penny mo we wo fie ankara so we na kebu na ankara for oka ho eti isi enfa na nkan na isi enfa one nkan doctor
ena me kase ma mi onu na adwuma ye no ye ndese wo ba tan ekosere chew pa ede man kofu yi
enti oba tan
isi a oba kwa bontin wa kwa kokun obi wa ba sha on pass police for be hwe na oba obeka so ni ho eno ni oba tan na doctor wo kan no
na je so obeyi na ma na wa pa chew
anye yi ma
obeyi na ma ba wo se ye punish ni pa akora no di su nyansa bible kra kan say we say yetete akora we say ye punish na the yesu ye na antete ene ye mistake fine we sua from that but not when Mrana ma against Oba. Who you know is here by the so yeah vice running mate or your bar. Obiani aje. Na so moment yes a party num sa party ni de ma kra de omo mfa mo nye he sa NDC party no. Na MPP ni NDC ma say no omo kan e ma e parliament both MPP and NDC. Now former president say no per ma say that's how TS lo usu honorable. Honorable say that time John Jinapo Echo Metro. John Jinapo ka chen so ko tena trampany for national man do baby odu no. All right, petition a complaint to your mama. Say no dey reply ni be man dia acknowledgement kra wa mani bi. And no say we you oba ntigana fo nyina ma monto aba ma me no. Ye de nya ma me no ma me do ni take it ni so. Enti my former president no or pe baby adwane ate. E no de ma me no be ye cover. I say me tin say we so catch or say yes the corruption tag. Now the corruption kwana de to aba. And the competence at the time as education minister my mouth list of and your mouth to tell mu ambwa all free education ministry no the cap 100 million cedis. Hey. Yes, education ministry na do no yeah the 100 million cedis. Until you won't say oh yeah where the economies or baby economies are all quite 100 cedis. And I know the account.
And my main car on Swasem United Nations for Troy. One say Delta Force, a maybe by a Moko Kumasi attack Judge B. Not just say kind of sadia. Not just say politics of blame game no one year you know to say Nana Adan Kwekufadu Yenjai, a way now Pasawukui.
Now stay court and a court finding on more. Delta Force as somehow can have a and the other go try petition be for claimants say my for Munko. So what was into the study music and my men come me record ni bina Simon also on to next time or bar. On fact, on this record number. Man one district, one factory, 2 SHS, 1 village, 1 dam, 1 constituency, 1 ambulance. Just a Dawson doctor. Dawson.
I wanted the young fanta na weeks name best start to see a becky can want some na ya kumpa infrastructure a new my year media semi jina he and you may be a wa minim send this year be if you want some send PPA be na some modern bono send a so any no near a 7 December na young cosway and a seminim as some no so jine saying efa a minority a leader our parliament was say na easy o kwa akotro din ni nneema one boy en carry no na mo atro kansa Nebukadnezar wa fasuma ase nneema meto nkapa nipa wo sorry you nipa wo frame me was line so Mr. wa ebeya kabomodi ana frame me was 0203 7358820 and I say frame your WhatsApp line on 0778 7939958 Ernest Yanko
the say is on the motive and I say the objective or the year I say or say on person about disenfranchise any citizen bia or you do level a time and that's why you qualify to be or be register. So what must say. And obviously any rule no there's exception. Exceptional circumstance and in this case on said we are not in normal times. And you have to make rooms or avenues you bet me I register in Yama or Mowo school because apart from say AC no be no there was no other means and I'm say some make argument and say a police station young gazette but AC no nya honkwan or you or ya young gazette or yet registration into a district assemblies for my penny for na namo ana yenuama say bia or ti wheelchair ma own timinante. So what they also send your gazette police station by what they cost in telling and no the omonkan wasem. And I think said you see can if or say a unconstitutional near there. Of course, I think I read over the weekend there NDC for the cocoa to say. I mean, I'm happy for that, and that's what we should encourage. Instead of saying mere rhetoric say about radio, so NAEC, NAEC. I mean, there's no guaranteed say SHS phoning now Dr. Umbeto Obama MPP.
Mo ankasa mo organizer One nam school ya dey.
Na say
campaign no ye.
No ya dey ho.
Campaign no ye. Any campaign no ye. Say na make say no so mo na akofa picture bia by say na Nana B youth organizer. Ewo schools ma o ye. But obi anim de no ye wo ho. E bi kwa ye old picture.
Sir.
Now why na be ka say Nana B the picture be to e say no ya no so wo. Would school akọ e kwa disco. O ye yi. Enye sa. What ma say?
Enti no de
e boss na de omo ye no de. Enye na in this ye register and you or try to disenfranchise Ghanaians and then or call school man crown and so register and also cross side and yasem. They see I see on your day, doctor.
Enkreya napo
Mini aketu amitu omofo kakra bi ene ye maame ma ana ye nua mo ketu omo school na na do buy no ye maame ko betwa school fees omo antwa akra nye be 1,200 a year no enti nyame adom na na buy wa save ye kakra ye wie school kra na o de be ma yakọ university enti nipa oba wa ye say ni de oba ye wa ma obi anka anhwe a ufiri mikro ma chena kro ma anhwe a o de anka school no kra de anka unko bi.
What was it?
Ghana for say the conductor and young crano epe and I say be am for so to abama yeah and I say name mum almost sure matter turn baby more do so dear doctor me just was say obaka fa the oba o ka chen say oh no credit scan or chalk kra wa nya bia ma no now whether train school fees
enunti na eye na poka asem on the 2nd of June 2020 say parents can't visit children when school reopen na ene
some can some no na podi no a can na make can see say the EC no what other means na EC ne be to not to disenfranchise Ankara no podi ma me bisa just one kasa answer that there's no other means apart from the EC no ebe call her to register them
yeah
what am I saying no there and I make if it's found say it's illegal now obi be proceed to court nipa ne right in his or her own right so be proceeded to court. Now, and I make sure say, in terms of the argument, say it's not gazetted police station. There are district assemblies and municipal assemblies are any gazetted police station, but the registration of course sometimes you like to play the ostriches because of politics. But anyway, that's fine. And the American me and this will say exactly the almost all canon. But you know, me so make catch say schools were not the only place I am gazetted registration and now the electoral commission registration.
Yem fancy na yem be phone lines no na tie phone em
Medman no see ranka o ka sanitation.
Oh sorry my mema umba sanitation quickly na mema
yeah sanitation ni de nanka ye kan ba be see covid ya ekosia say ye nyina no isi a yetimi ye osi ye ye boa na edi ehu ni na kufa ro betimi aba ba ye de obeye nyina an institution court or best set up in betimi asete but okay in 2009 your friend is former President Obama be can say Africa doesn't need strong men, you need strong institutions. And me personally need you bet me a certain institution na penny na but yet me anya institution na my doctor and kusibi bia so at my any panel there. They said that the mind is the standard of the man it was any timid society na ye share no be because so what if you know why you been why you rubbish you feel now you so try to go abontia doctor and just a town council and now police and I say KMA and I say AMA ebe issue fine my answer what must say and the society some of you should buy any covid by me to be honest social media be our share young boys young girls say we party just say no regard for protocols in terms of face masks in terms of social distance but we are still complaining say cases na kosoro na minia ye nyina ye share ye face mask ye nye bibia na yakọ na case na kosoro and so we are blaming aban say aban na as what said out 2 cases ni go about it tie nyina ye mbo ye ho ban na face mask guy ye kan ye nyina ye share because me see am aba adwuma me te office no e wo say me share face mask and as me ye adwuma wo fie But my board will feel so for say my bed, you remember face mask na me and I may ya to a minokase.
Yo.
Is me right side was a mission. And see now the more who by Nanka crack, see them sick and the mind is the standard of the man. And see it now near here who say, oh, and say and I say, and I know Kufa Roma McLean got a cinema. Oh, betting I provided a service for Zoom Lion to do that. And of course, Nana promised they will be making a crowd a cleaner city. We are working towards that.
Yo, I know the fancy one. And we have fancy one. You better come watch now. Now, course, I ban one. Course, I ban man. Trust them. This one.
Free any sabbat.
That's it. And you're better than the one. We are prophet. We are prophet. And
next MPP for NDC for more, you know, support to Sabbath for communication director. And I think say Jack about to a born home or some or not some review.
Yo, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yo, young phone line so hello, good morning. Mwapa baba FDA so na yenin komo minu aba. Good morning.
Good morning. Pacho mpomo te say. Nyame adom na
pacho we.
Adom ni ahumobro. Better say, Papa. This time I'm in GN radio, and my phone na Papa, mini can't say. Mammy, Nana, Opopoajimaya, a professor. I don't Dramani Mahama, Akofana Banwong. Send me a DNSC Funo MPP for no. They said that if I want when it does, thank a running mate in the bed. Napa Pay, it was led by the Holy Spirit. And Kata.
That's right.
And we ye, ma meno, and what in a ma my Ghana. Now there be a dear free, you know. I do a move with me because I know any pagine and at the mamma by. I did not show one Papa, I am where dodge. And no, woman senior, I say out to woman near Budina come. Are you on my Papa? I won't hear some many other manners to that time. Time and enough who for the best now, Papa, Nanka Bruce, and then on the end. Almost grown in the office. Nanka. Papa, certain presidents on man penny a year, so one man will make a drama. Naka one of wine, Naka Moko for chip a pay up Bruno at Chenafe. So one free office. It was this thing. And for you, Bora, a whole police station. I'm a police of war, a buffa, so a gymnastic. Our police station, one would shine. I'm a go for who you are more. Courtroom, be a dear some. I had the Ganamra a year, Juma. Omo Raho. I'm a judge, I know one name. What did me name America? And we are some of my final. No, be our what can't say, yen in the judges in the Abaco. Or not the modern two. Nasanya to share any money at Shoma. I come on the way, Muntia 3 for some bayasam and Namaka. Come on the bayasamaka. That's a papa. That's
whatever goes up must come down. So them confused, so them don't know what to do. Them confused, so them confused.
Nelson, you're my papa at GN Radio UK, sir.
Doctor, good morning.
Good morning. Apom to say.
I never know do more, but I was saying opportunity. I want to send them in Casey. When in Africa, your policy is very dirty. Very, very dirty. Media me running mate in him, and dear, yes, Yabuaju and when you go, baby, over Tiabu be a run and assem one.
Sisubi
Abuajua and when you go, maybe over Tiabu be on one assem.
And one, no,
you see, minions, because I nado, so they are crowd the clean city. When you say, you know what? Both MPP and NDC, all year rubbish parties in Ghana. All year rubbish parties in Ghana. And you know, they will go on and blame each other like this. And they will say, Ghanaians should awake, you know, and know the truth. Say, look, parties in the new John Bedding on the war minor. Many are not waiting me setting up institutions. Yeah. What's the point of setting up an institution in That's causing financial loss to the state. So
yeah.
Because to set up an institution, a whole lot of things goes in. You need office, you need labor force to work, you need vehicles, logistics. Yeah. It comes at a cost. Okay. It is also setting up an institution. And I say, that means who penny can now share brand. What cause financial loss to the state? See, Cromwa, Masap, Ernest, maybe your Cassifi. Yeah. So, me the minimum in me person major, me Cromwa, London, you.
Ernest, and so they are also their South London, and also.
Oh, also South London.
Oh, no, dear.
I know all name say, train station, who could let him put now no cigarette now the stop on it for a two form. Make a cigarette. Now to stop on it two form. £80 fine. And now you face community service.
Oh, Nelson. Fetch me now. Say Nelson number no. Yanko Nelson.
Me was a doctor.
Oh, sorry, Nelson. And you also.
Aha. So, it won't mean Chrome or you're setting up the institution. Chrome now Oxford or to South London. Institutions never had a Juma. Sir, who you pack your sham ran away in Suha? Your chew and running new D. Who do so go up on 10 year chew? Police in the mouth fine. Who cool down and go up on 10 police in each or more fine. Look, another thing I'm a person beside cousin. It is all about one district, one factory. Government will have fairly potol. Doctor, so power, a job union with your idea, so just your papa is in there. Okay, now so we can fracture Hoopy and Twat, and now papa is in the morning, Jimmy. Now I'm paying Musso. Yeah, now papa is in there, and I know we are not be busy. Now, New York City, Mr. Doctor, I said, and I said, Doctor, so when opportunity to know your car, I didn't obey. Over 12 papa the end one answer. Because papa the end knows in the end of me, Gagu, Namako, Democracy, me, I'm oh, and the
common sense into better to us when you say,
over to us, so now we are answer what you would. Okay. Also, watching our boss, my starting year program be, yeah, and my starting follow program one.
Also, the neighbor have my minute to drink come out at to drink come out. Now, see, fancy, Namen for before them so be swab by man, so yeah, that's any contribution. Why? A million tea, Coswani tea, Nelson, a fantastic, young cock, a man is the far of reference. So, Minia, yet you, hello.
Yeah, hello, doctor.
Yes.
Good morning.
Morning. Krobiani.
Yeah. Joe.
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, man.
Yeah. In check as in Kuma and Mr. Nelson. My uncle Pao.
Oh, sir.
Oh, yes, my uncle Pao.
Christian Fonibia.
Oh, new Christian, I say. Yeah, link. We are one of the unrepented in Kuma, isn't you know?
Oh,
yeah. Until more, some of mommy discount. Thank you, because my mom one listener. My mom one listener.
And any at Tisadia, any among some farm, a friend is saying, Remy Martin, because when so many are not and a Yakwam, who may not find somebody, and then no more than the Missouri.
Yes, send your money.
Minimum petition, no, but a said Remy Martin, and it's a Tradian Ponyango.
You have to send your money in the album. Doctor, make sure it's here for you. You see, in as much as a year politics, the main point, and I say the main way about radio is also education.
Exactly.
We need to educate ourselves. It is never true, and I'm saying it on authority, It is never true. Say, yeah, mommy, Jane Mensa, or council research allowance or whatever.
I know there's out to some catcher and said there be.
Good. And then also, it is never true, say, student allowance or whatever. It is in 2006, right? And as school sees teacher training, you know, extra former president Kufo said they wanted, to be upgraded, no more so at par with the university people. And when former President Mahama Mobile, also say, young status not as university, no, you go for a loan.
That's it. And
exactly. So it wasn't nothing like, and now you can say I'm most my and the puppy, and then 9 months teachers are not paid. Now so be a allowance in what they used to tear by 9 months won't you can and then the young ones You see, but the advice I will give to the NDC, look, there's nowhere in the Constitution that says, a vice president should be a PhD holder, and now her children or his children should have 10 PhDs. You understand? There is nowhere in the Constitution. Me papa said, "Me papa or me pa said one go school, but what try educate you now? Are you telling me so no more, bra?" Oh, you know, and my young said because of no mammy PhD, you know, insult to some women almost said because probably their parents could not have that opportunity. Mammy, I know the other the educating and banner. And you know, or when a PhD, fine, whatever it is.
Wouldn't you say just a form of encouragement? Say if somebody can do it, of course you can also do it because
of course,
yes, whatever the case may be. Whether you like
a source of inspiration, but me brother now back and this in the back and send them by now. I don't see any woman or no crown. This kind of statement, you know, a demeaning to other people. Because you see, doctor, if you are me too, and I will too, and any other person, given the opportunity, probably Nanado had. Mahama had Obama money Donald Trump from the April.
Oh, but
we didn't have that opportunity.
But definitely, no me a time will come. That is me.
And that is a very good way. Into no message, Mumma, you're talking about the competence. Now you see, the NTP is message. You see, and I know this woman managed university. Which, of course, some of the managing or university students, you know, because they minister under this government.
Now, this is for me.
What's it? Well, almost on to me more, man. And now I just a law firm. And go for 10. I don't know who my.
Yeah, that's
you understand. Thank you, man.
That's it. Of referral, I'm going to say, we didn't be a free line.
Yeah, Dr. Rain. Good morning.
Hey, Krobby, idea. Na just a crop answer the nurse and take a no any casani.
Yo, doctor, I'm not paying more watching what if we are watching.
That's it.
Now, you do a view on my and I die home. A sanitation, I'm saying, MPP in Oberwell was you. Probably they are going to work on that. What Ben Fimi and Son, they were cracked here, and OJ and Samba say, oh, Baby, I didn't know by a sanitation Accra has anything changed. But who promises Accra, they are one of the neatest cities in Africa. But he misses a Ukraine for 3 years. What has changed? Factories here, Minia, factories. Well, one district, one factory, or baby, so one district, one factory, and one from Ghana. We are not stupid. And what's the more data? We are not stupid. I'm telling you, we are not stupid. Politicians, we are fed up with you people. And I don't know Dawson. They say, my man not to say a street, and a debia mobile, no more about the candidate there. For people to believe you, say, Nemo Kani and Okre. But when you go to the scene, it's different. Yeah, appointing Zongo minister, go to Zongos and see how Zongo looks like in Ghana.
Na
Zongo minister, Zongo ministry, take care of Zongo because Ghana, you say Zongo, the serve you, Monima, Zongo, you the world, the nature of Zongo is in Ghana. The same thing, you better Zongo ministry, but in Kubis as a Zongo, na ekesen wakana says here. Ministry requirement you say go say that so ewo ho.
Yeah, that's it. Face here.
Nkwe o de medicine wo. Nkwe yeah, mpacho mame be second. Nkwe asema ye kan ye hwe ni ye. And then a big 15 years, a big 16 years, because I know say secondary school they are incredible or 13 years to create because secondary school.
Because 13 years.
Into Sankwe, into a Makwan and my Sankwe be right, Akoko register. You can't know the say. And then you know what's not different. Into 24 no, or maybe a money or mobile, but the ancient man or mobile point be out to her, but you are really near to say, I've been a foul more, Pambonin or Mabonasua, MY, the future may be my youth, no, I don't know, or painful.
That's a Crobian Sunday attending Cano.
Showers on the region.
This is GN Radio UK.
She thought he said, "Oh, farewell, can you make them big? She mene, oh, large. You say your eye open, but don't know blind. When rain fall, sun never shine. Boy, never ever undermine. I don't be weak, oh, I just be kind. Hey, we are the move forward, but say I am bad, my love. We say I am them confused, oh, them confused, oh. Them don't know what to do, them confused, oh, them confused, oh. Them don't know what to do again, them confused.
Yes, of course.
Them don't know what to do. Them confused. Them confused. Them don't know what to do again. I'm a baby.
They don't see me. We're sorry, free Hano. Now, make I was some sorry. Opweni, a opinion, Gazabet, and I say. Opinions on the show, they are fantastic. Why you man watch it?
Boy, why I move so?
Now, don't make a Jimmy Penny's opinion. Where the keyboard, the console in our mouth, I can tell when you are being in
I'm late, things like jacket.
Hey, that's it. Why would Frey, but I was sick.
No friend, no friend.
What's what I was trying me and some that was sick.
No way.
Why would you me that was sick? Made that Simon, I said, made that Ernest, I said, made that Yenna, was there, no, Yambo who they wrote, na station here, I can say, dear, na one some no, any nipa, ye sumunia boa, and a ye, the sipta. God bless you. Once again, happy birthday to Ata. Danny, former BA United player, me that say. Colinzo. Which I mean, I'm here to watch now 8. It be say share. God bless you.
Them don't know what to do again. I'm a baby. I'm a baby. I'm a baby. I'm a baby. Could I be faster than a motorbike? But you know go get away. Oh God, you are forever to my bonga. She thought he said, oh, what farewell like you make them big, oh. She mene, oh large. You say your eye open, but don't know blind. When rain fall, sun go shine. Boy, never ever undermine. I know be weak, oh, I just be kind. Hey, we are the move forward, but see how your bad mind left you behind. Them confused, them confused.